Hello, everyone. Hope you're having a wonderful day today. Let me turn on other music, maybe. Well, let's make sure that you guys can hear that. Oh, my speakers. Let me go to properties. Is that working now? Can I turn it up a little bit, maybe? What about now? Alright, properties again. Oh, there we go. Now it's working. Well, it's 1 p.m. and oh, it's too hot. It is about 97 degrees here today. I think earlier my sister said something about it being real feel of 103 or something like that. So it is definitely very, very warm. Oh, let me remove the pre-stream screen. There it is. Hello, everyone. Alright, I hope that I have the audio and everything good to go. We will see. I know I took Remy for another walk before I set up stuff, and I was like, oh my goodness, it is very, very warm. I'm like, no roaming around. I'm like, let's do our walk that we normally do and get a move on. That way she can be back in the air conditioning. She's already sleeping. But I'm excited. We're going to pick out some garden seeds today. Oh, and I totally forgot to look to see. Okay, Google. Let's see. First frost. For my zip code. I thought I looked it up before. It's 68 Fahrenheit. Oh, 1 a.m. I don't know why I thought it said 1 p.m. Oh, a.m. Okay, I see what you're saying. So you can't sleep? I know my sister has like a cooling blanket that she likes to use. Where I sleep, the air like blows directly, and I end up getting cold at night. So it's definitely very different for me. Alright, it looks like the first freeze is September 4th for my area. That's just so crazy. I'm not used to it being like that date. Wait, what day did I just say? September 4th. Oh my goodness, only 56 days. Well, I am going to see about gardening at my sister-in-law's, my brother and sister-in-law's house. And I'll put frost cover out. So, well, we should be okay with that. But I have so many seeds that we need to go through today. So I have 4 boxes like this. Can you guys see that? So we'll see how well that goes. You like when it's around 35 to 40 degrees Fahrenheit? Felix! Still waiting for your first shipment from Ducky Farms? Of course, work calls as soon as you go start. Scout, hello! That's okay, that happens. Work is important also. So yeah, I have 4 boxes like that. They're not all full. Some of them I actually still need to sort. Because I had some boxes still in Tennessee when I had seeds here. Because I was hoping to actually plant last fall, and I just did not have time to. So there's lots of stuff that I have on my list that I want to try to grow. Be like, I got Ichi to hold on the fort. Ooh, I do have some microgreen sets that I can do. They're mild mix. Let's see, each mix 20% of each of the following. There's Cabbage Red Express. I've never grown that one before. Oh, Silver Elf, I saw it and then I forgot right away. You redeemed a treat for Remy, we can totally do that. Let me do that before I forget. Treat for Remy. Oh goodness, Bayla gets the fan hammer out, gently wipes the old blood off of them. Oh my. Remy girl, would you like to redeem a treat? Yeah? Can you say thank you? It's 2 words. Can you say thank you? Yes, good girl. I'm so proud of her right now for being in here, because she has actually been hiding out in the bathroom, because that's the coolest place in the house, or in the apartment right now. Good girl, was it yummy? Yeah. And then tomorrow, I think after I get back from donating plasma, we are going to see about giving her a blowout. Yeah, and a good brushing. Kylie, hello, morning hugs. What are my plans for all these seeds? I'm hoping to do a fall planting at my brother and sister-in-law's house. Because I leave for a work trip next week, Tuesday? And this way they'll be able to water them when they can and keep an eye on the seeds. And they have a little area out back where they can actually garden. My patio is mostly all in the shade. My garlic turned out really, really tiny. This is a big bunch. So those are my plans. Remy, you called? She loves the nom-noms. I have bacon strips for her that I fill her food bowl with as like a bowl where she needs to get the treats out of them, or out of it. Thistle World, thank you for the treat redemption. Remy appreciates it. You have 2 weeks vacation from Thursday? 2 weeks? That's a lot. Tiny garlic repels tiny vampires. Oh goodness. Cal redeeming another treat for Remy. We can totally do that. That's a large treat. Ooh, look it out. One of the higher protein ones. She loves these. And Cal, thank you. Ooh, because they made a weird chicken. Oh, can you smell the chicken already? Oh, she already says thank you. Good girl. Oh, are you taking it? Oh, she's gonna take it and go eat it somewhere. Scout Balik, if you have the side on lockdown, you'll make YouTube your primary side. Get in from both angles. Thank you. Do I have any Australian plants? I don't know if I have any that are specifically Australian. Are there ones that are like native to Australia that you know of? I know that you can grow plants in anywhere as long as you're in the growing season, or you have enough time in your growing season. Remy is such a sweet dog. I agree. All right, so I know that I want to grow the microgreens. Those are definitely going to get growing. This one has Cabbage Red Express, kale, mustard seeds. It says mustard black night seeds. Cabbage. It says pak choi. And then a different type of mustard. Mizuna mustard. That'll be fun. Sometimes even if they are intended for just microgreens, they can grow to a full-size plant. So I might actually look at growing them to full size. Yeah, see, some of my boxes are empty in here, so I need to find ones that actually have seeds in them. Ooh, I have peas. Some of the peas are in shorter growing season. I do have some jicama, except for those days until maturity are 95 to 30, so I won't be able to grow any of those. I don't have enough days left in the growing season. Oh, you're sad for no ducky streaming? I've had lots of work, so I wasn't able to. No potatoes, tomatoes, or garlic. Garlic I can actually plant this fall for next year. So I will be able to plant some of that this fall. Tomatoes, I might have a tomato variety that only takes a small amount of time to germinate and to grow to maturity. I'll have to take a look. But definitely probably not potatoes. I think you're right on that one. Am I just planning for food plants? I might grow some edible flowers. We'll see how much room, how much we have. Silver Fox, hello! Redeeming cheese for Remy. Also, we could totally do that. Are you coming back in? Okay, come on up. Good girl. And Cal, thank you again for that large trait redemption. Remy super appreciates it. You loving all the treat redemptions? Yeah. Can you say thank you? Yes, good girl. Treat. Grow tea leaves? Some of the stuff I might be able to grow for tea. Silver Fox, thank you for that treat redemption. How is everyone today? Are you guys all good today also? Ooh, these two peas. One says 74 days and one says 80 to 90 days, so I won't be able to do those. Okay, good. Next box container. Tea, gross, keep your leaf juice. I like tea. It all depends on what kind it is. There are native food plants that grow wild in Australia that are used not only for food but also healing properties. I do like that about a lot of plants. You love baking with tea? Oolong chiffon cakes are your favorite? I'm trying to think of teas that I've baked with before. I want to say I've put some lavender in a cake before. Oh, what was the other one? Lemon doesn't really count. I don't feel like putting like lemon zest or lemon. Ooh, I can do this one. This is a Homestead Collection lettuce. Black Seeded Samson. It says days of maturity is 40 to 60 for a full head. So we'll add this one to the list, or put that one aside. Here's some Tango Leaf lettuce. Days maturity is 45. And sometimes I don't always let lettuce get full size. I pick it when it's big enough to eat. So that'll be a good one. Some oak leaf lettuce takes 45 days. Can you guys see that? I guess I didn't check. Coffee is king. I actually do have coffee seeds. That is one of my big things that I want to look at growing is coffee. I think that'd be super cool. Devlin, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Welcome in, Devlin. How's it going? Not over here. You're totally gonna annoy me. That's okay. Has Remy gotten her summer coat? So I actually already brushed her out and blew her out once already. And oh my goodness, she shed so much hair. So much. And I feel like she's losing more hair again, so that's what my plan is tomorrow, is to fully give her a good brushing. Maybe actually give her a full another bath. Do you need a full another bath? Would you like that? It can be some colder water. Maybe I can even fill up the tub for you a little bit. She likes swimming in little kiddie pools and digging, and she hasn't had that yet this year. Although when my brother dog sits for me, and if it rains at the dairy, when he takes Remy to the dairy with him, she likes to play in the puddles. a lot. And if it's really hot outside, she'll go hide in one of the cow tanks. Or just her head will be sticking out. Oh, Silver Fox, you gotta go? Last cheat for Remy? Well, I hope that whatever you're doing, you have a good time. But we can totally redeem that cheat for Remy. Are you ready for a cheat redemption? Can you say thank you? Oh. It's 2 words. Good girl. There we go. Treat is redeemed. Oh, it's dinner time. Ooh, what are you having for dinner? I had an early dinner. Well, late lunch, early dinner. Not really sure what it is yet. Depends on if I eat again. Zero, hello! Amy and I are hanging in there. Definitely hanging in there. I know it's really, really hot out, so Remy's also, she likes hiding in the bathroom because it's the coolest place in the house for her right now. Oh yeah, this box is definitely a mix of different stuff. In here I also have hailstone radish, ooh, which actually only takes 25 days to germinate, so we'll do that one too. Look at, that's white radishes. Pretty cool. Green scallop Bennings squash. I'm kind of excited about that. Look how tiny they are. They're super, super tiny. You need to get button training for Remy? Ooh, where she can talk? That would be amazing. I think that would be super fun. Ooh, bartender red radish. 35 days for maturity. Is that it can grow up to 9 inches long? That's long for radishes. Well, other than daikon. Daikon radishes, those are always the large white ones that you see at the grocery store. Oh, Zero. I know how that feels. Yesterday, I did not intend on taking a nap. I was actually hoping to stream last night. And I laid down. I was like, okay, I'm gonna set my alarm for 20 minutes. Just gonna take a 20-minute nap. And I woke up several hours later. It was dark outside. And I was like, oh, that's not good. What am I trying to decide on? I need to decide on things that will grow in less than 56 days. There are some things that are pretty cold tolerant that I'm okay with growing if they have a longer maturity rate. But things like radishes and squashes, those will not make it past a frost. Like, I can put a frost cover over it to maybe extend it a few days, but if a frost hits them, they're gonna die. And I don't know how, I've never actually grown a lot of stuff out here before, so I have no idea how it'll turn out. You're trying your very best to not fall asleep while driving home? Oh yeah, that would be very bad. Ooh, so here are these bartender radishes. They are red. I kind of like them. I've never tried them before, I don't think. Alright, and then we have a Copenhagen Market cabbage. It says the maturity date for it is 60 to 100 days. But I'm okay if it is even small when we pick it. And I think it's cold tolerant. So we should be okay with that also. A lot of my seeds are from M.I. Gardner because I like when they have sales, and normally their seeds were always the cheapest to begin with. Okay, and then what are these? These are carrot, Danvers 126. It says days to maturity are 60 to 80. So I'll see if I can grow those also. Now you want some roasted radishes? That actually sounds very delicious. The lowest it's going to be today is 57 degrees Fahrenheit, which is not cold enough for sleep. Oh. I wonder if there's a way for you... I know that, like, some of the recommendations, if it's going to be really warm, is, like, make sure your blinds are closed. Try to have, like, good airflow in the house. I don't know. Can you sleep with like a fan pointing towards you? Would that help? Zero. Oh, squash. Squash is delicious. You haven't had any good experiences with radishes. I know that sometimes warmer weather can make them hotter. Is that right? Or the more mature they are? I like eating even radish greens. I had really good experience with eating the greens for radishes. I don't know if I've roasted radishes before. I have pan fried them. But yeah, I'll definitely roast them next time. That sounds interesting. When a train is only supposed to get down to 67 today, where you are? Oh my goodness. Not enough with the fan? What if you put like a damp towel on the back side of it so it's kind of pulls in moisture? Actually, I'm not sure how that would go with electrical work though. Silver Fox, hey over here. You have a plant called Old Man Saltbush. It has a salty flavor and will add protein, antioxidants, and minerals. I like the protein aspect of it. I always try to eat a lot of protein or have enough protein in my diet just because I also donate plasma. Somehow you don't think a plant from Australia could handle snow? You never know. There's plants all over the place that are cold tolerant that you wouldn't even think that they would be so. Redfire, hello! Grow spinach? Ooh, I should have lots of different types of spinach. So, hopefully I'll get to it in one of my boxes. Okay, so I can't grow amaranth. That says it takes 75 to 80 days. Actually, even if this is small, I can still just eat the leaves. I'll put it off to the side, and we'll see. Okay, peppers. I think all the peppers are going to be too much out of the growing season. I'll have to try again next year for peppers. Just gonna go through them just to see if there is one. Ooh. Silvery fir tree tomato. Says that the days to maturity are only 55. So if we end up getting a late frost, I might be able to get some fruit off of it. I actually like this tomato plant because it grows on a single stalk. And the plant is actually kind of cool looking. This New Yorker tomato says 65 days. How many days do I have again? 56 days. Okay, we won't do that one. That makes me too nervous. Okay, what are the days on this ones? So I have lots of different tomato varieties. These are all, I think, mid-sized tomatoes. These are all pepper plants. Do I use fertilizer? I mean, I think I have some in my storage unit somewhere. But I've never really used fertilizer before, no. Ooh, actually, I have used fertilizer once. And I think that was the very first year that I gardened. Because I felt like all my soil was like washing away. I think it was a Miracle-Gro fertilizer where I had 5-gallon buckets, so I mixed like less than the recommended amount. I'm trying to think. I think I even used some fertilizer for seedlings also. Spinach helps with iron? It does! You would gladly trade 57-degree weather. Oh, your work is really warm. You work in a coal power generation plant. Ooh. That actually sounds like it'd be fun. Oni, hello! Silverwolf, you have 80% rain most of the year? How much sun do you guys get? How the phone we got flowers? I actually have a ton of edible flowers. Thankfully, the mills by the one you're rebuilding are off right now. They'll be starting back up tomorrow. What type of mills? I'm confused. Ooh, see, this is called crisp mint lettuce. It says it's cold tolerant. Days to maturity are 60 to 55. I'm okay with actually growing this. So even though there's 56 days left in the growing season, I'm still gonna do that. Kakashi! Kakashi is redeeming a treat for Remy. We can totally do that. Kakashi, how have you been? Hope the Lilyberry is doing well also. You kind of feel guilty about petitioning for increased nuclear power energy? Why do you feel guilty? Kakashi Sensei? Alright, large treat for Remy. We can totally do that. We'll do another protein one. Would you like another one of these? Yes, good girl. Oh, the excitement. Kakashi, thank you for the treat redemption. You need to stop in and say hi to your favorite hotel duck? Oh, Kakashi, thank you. Coal crushing mills, they crush coal into a very fine powder, and they use hot air, 500 degrees Fahrenheit hot air. Oh my goodness. That sounds like it's gonna be crazy warm. Silver, if you get clouds for the most of it? Oh, I don't know if I'd be able to do that. I would miss the sun so much. Oh, there you go, Valek. Zero's on your side. Petition away. You're out of your element with cold weather vegetables. However, you need knowledge on drought-tolerant surfaces of the sun temperature crops. Oh, you have some knowledge. Grew up helping your grandparents on their farm here in North Texas. I really like trying to find ways for the ground to also retain the moisture. So, like, I am all for, like, mulching in certain ways to try to keep, like, the moisture locked into the soil as much as possible. I like using cardboard for it, mostly because it also attracts worms. Worms are good for your garden. Or I do a lot of, like, interplanting, so that way it kind of covers the ground also. But I definitely like cold weather crops, because I think of, like, all different types of brassicas as cold weather crops. So, like, broccoli and cauliflower are some of my favorites. In the summer like now, it's too much sun and heat. Is that your other 20% of the year is happening right now then, where you do not have rain? 80%, that is so much. Ooh. Okay, so in this box, I still have a pepper plant. That's 75 days. Okay, so I have some herbs in here, a mustard, and... Ooh, I do have a spinach in here. Okay, so I want to try to grow at least some herbs, because then maybe I can put them away for the winter. Here is summer savory. It says 65 days to maturity. I'll put it as a maybe, because it also depends on if I have room for it. Oh, piccolini basil. Look how tiny that is. It's a plant that grows super, super small for basil. This one says 55 days to maturity. So this basil has really, really tiny leaves. Spicy globe basil, that also has tiny little leaves. Ooh, it says 70 days to maturity though. Maybe I'll set that one off to the side. I can try that one next year. Here's a French parsley. Ooh, days to maturity 120? Nope, setting that one aside. Sweet marjoram. 80 to 95 days. From what I understand, it mimics oregano, it says. I don't know, maybe I'll set that one off to the side too. Ooh, parsley matures within 50 days. This is triple curled. We'll do that one. Firefly, you're blessed with heavy clay content called black loam. It's amazing for growing when you can keep the stuff on the surface from burning in the sun. I wonder what that would be like, because we didn't have... Is it your clay also like a dark black color as well? The clay that we had in Tennessee was not very conducive to growing in ground. I ended up finding a place where I could bring in garden soil. And the place that I'm going to be doing here in Idaho, my brother and sister-in-law had goats on it. And right now it's kind of covered up with straw. So I'm hoping... I don't know what the soil looks like underneath it. Do you have the company that you work for, or they work at, to convert the coal steam turbines into nuclear steam turbines instead of leaving them to just sit and do nothing? Starting in 2030. Oh, that would be really cool. Oh, you want the company that you work for to convert the coal steam turbines into nuclear steam turbines. Is that would that be a big transition? Would there be a lot of construction and like mix involved with that? Oh. Come on, baby girl. Yeah, come up. Okay, up. Can you get up? Good girl. Nuclear is the future. Every planet is a disaster and waiting mentality. So the black loam mixed with sand called dandy loam? Or sandy loam? I kind of feel like that's how the ground is in California a little bit. Like whenever I'm driving by, it doesn't look like it's very like nutrient rich. Like I'm used to like where the soil is almost black. Where it has like so much nutrients in it. It's such like a dark nutrient rich soil. That's one thing I miss about living in the Midwest. Okay, what is this one? This one says Tokyo Bacana Mustard. And it says it's only 40 days to maturity. It looks like it's a very light lettuce, I guess we can see. It'd be so interesting to find if hot plants could handle the cold. I know that there are some plants that they grow really well in the hot weather, but there are also cold tolerance. Like I know some herbs are. I want to say, I think parsley is a good one. Like a slow bolt, even a slow bolt cilantro. What is this one? Mache corn salad. Days to maturity is 50. These plants are really tiny though, so I don't know if I should do that one. I'll set it aside and we can decide. Cotton, hello! Many herbs grow as well? I'm nervous to have too many of them. Just because, or too many different types of herbs. I want to try to grow in as many like zucchinis and stuff. I'm hoping I can find those. This one's called Vit Mache. I'm guessing it's probably another type of mache like corn salad. It says another 50 days to maturity. But the plant is also really tiny. So we'll see if I can do that as well. Maybe I can just like intermix it or interplant it with some other stuff. Ooh, this one might be good. This is Egyptian spinach. It says it's 60 days to maturity. And I know it's really heat tolerant. And it's also cold tolerant. We'll try it. A type of spinach. Oh, Zero, welcome back. Okay, what is this box? This box looks like it has cabbage, peas. Ooh, there's okra in here. And also a radish. What radish is this? Sparkler white tip radish. It says days maturity is 20 to 50, so we'll add that to the list. Or to the pile. Ooh, long pod Perkins okra. My brother also really likes okra, so I think we might do this one. It says only 55 days to maturity. That's one thing that I absolutely love. Have you guys ever seen okra flowers? Those are amazing. Oh, Barf, I gotta go. Have a good rest of your day, and thank you. Spinach! Yep, I do have one Egyptian spinach. So once we get to my other box, or I have 4 boxes to go through. So hopefully we'll find more spinach. I'm excited. Okay, oh, there's actually more spinach right here. Viroflay spinach. Days to maturity, it says 50. It says it's a French heirloom. Oh, the leaves are super big. This should be exciting to grow. Okay, there's more peas in here. Oh, there's another lettuce. Great Lakes crisp head lettuce. 50 days to maturity. And it's also a lettuce head. So even if it's not very compact, I think that'd be a good idea to grow. Especially since it's cold tolerant, so I can leave that in a little bit longer. Fried okra is the best. I do like fried okra also. Ooh, you know, I've never made okra in an air fryer before. My sister has an air fryer. That might be a good thing to try to fry okra in an air fryer. Ooh, so what are these? I have a blizzard pea. It says it's cold tolerant. 50 to 90 days. So I think I'll try that one. Oh, I didn't even think about it. Most peas are cold tolerant. I might be able to go back and grab some of my other peas. Because those I can grow well into the fall. Oh goodness, Valak. I don't even know if I want to know that. I don't know why that sounds scary to me. Okay, this pea is Avalanche Snap Pea. 60 days to maturity, cold tolerant. Yeah, we'll add that to the list also. Okay, cabbages. These should grow pretty well. Days to maturity, 60 to 65. 60 to 70 on the Jersey Wakefield cabbage. These are kind of pointy, the Wakefield cabbages. Yeah, I think we'll try those also. I'm gonna end up having to resort all the stuff, the pile that I have here of seeds so far. Okay, let me grab out another one. So that one's peas and cabbages. For pumpkin and squash types, zucchini, is July late for starting in the US and Canada? So I'm in Idaho. It is for pumpkins. Pumpkins are definitely way out of my growing. Because the plant would have to mature before it even blossoms. And then I would have to wait for the pumpkin to then blossom and then grow. So I wouldn't be able to do pumpkins. Different types of squashes though. Zucchini squashes as a summer squash, I'd be able to grow. But like a winter squash, where it's like acorn squashes or different squashes like that, I would not be able to grow. I don't have enough time in the growing season yet. Or anymore. It says that there's 56 days until the first frost here. Ooh, Hamburg rooted parsley. I don't think I've ever actually grown this. Nope, that is 70 to 90 days, so that would not work. Ooh, different beets though. I can totally grow beets. I have a beet mix. That one says 50 to 60 days. What is this one? Formanova beets? 55 days. Detroit Dark Red, 60 to 100 days. That's kind of pushing it. Maybe I'll wait. I'll still put it on the pile. Because I might still be able to get some of those beets out. Okay. Here's the beet mix. I forgot to show that. But it looks like there's a ton of different varieties in here. And I think I might have already taken some seeds out. Oh goodness me, like that's definitely a big difference. Are you talking about the amount of coal or roughly equivalent to a large Red Bull can? Not the super big ones? Remy's gonna go hide out in the bathroom where it's colder. Scout, you live in the Ozarks, you have rock and clay to force the soil to behave, but it does retain water reasonably well. I'm always nervous about growing in clay. I always feel like it would smother the plant instead of actually helping it. So it's just me not really knowing as much about it. So what are these seeds? I don't think those seeds are good. Okay. What's in this box? The very first thing on the top is cactus mix. Days until maturity, it says 2 to 3 years. This would be kind of fun to grow inside, maybe. Days to germinate, 14 to 30 days. Germination temperature, 70 to 85. This actually might be something to start like for my sister or something like that. Growing little cactuses. Okay, so it looks like this box, bachelor buttons are edible. But days to maturity, 65 to 80, I don't think I'll have enough time. So that would not work. Chrysanthemum. Days to maturity are 50, so I might be able to grow this as a flower option. We'll add that to the list. I do have milk thistle in here. We won't grow that though. Ooh, Pampas Plume. I'm pretty sure that these are actually edible. But they take 90 to 100 days, so I won't be able to do that. Alright. Straw flowers are not edible. I don't think cosmos are edible either. That's in here. Ornamental wheat, blacktip wheat. That's 75 to 80 days though. Asters, I don't know if asters are edible. Bells of Ireland definitely are not edible, so we won't be growing those either. And that's definitely too long a growing season. So the only one in this box that I might come back to are the mixed cactuses. I think that would be fun. Oh, cotton. You're planning on extending in the next 2 years with greenhouse up here for us? Where are you located? Like, are you located in northern Canada or like the southern Canada? A greenhouse would be amazing. I would totally want to build my own greenhouse, like pick up windows on the side of the road where people are like throwing them out and use those to make a greenhouse. That way it's not all uniform, it's unique in its own way. using reclaimed windows. I think that'd be fun. Clay is okay for some plants, and you had a good run with hot peppers? Oh, Zero, not going so well? You might feel a lot better after taking a shower, though. Zero, redeeming the stretch, a posture check, and a hydrate? All three? We can totally do that. I kind of have been sludging. I need to be careful about that. Hydrating. I do need to make sure I drink a lot of water before tomorrow. Scout, you built a large greenhouse for your dad? You use clear poly panels? Can you see really well through there, or is it like a not really translucent? The reason I was thinking about doing like finding windows on the side of the road is just because it would be free, and also you can see through it, so that way you can see what's going on inside. Although it won't be really double pane, so I'm not exactly sure when like how cold it would get in there. Now that I think about it, or to make sure that it's tempered glass and not non-tempered glass. Oh, the poly panels are clear? It just distorts things a little bit. Really, girl? Every now and again I can see the curtain behind me like swoosh, where she must be peeking in. You live in mid-Canada? Oh, Zero, I've totally fallen asleep in my chair before. It has totally happened. So I definitely understand the fight. Ooh, this is a perennial. I have asparagus in here. So asparagus, I might actually look at planting that. I'm not exactly sure. It says germination is 10 to 14 days. I just heard the crack. That was the first crack. Silverwolf redeeming a crack. A quack. Oh my goodness. Words. I just added it. Oni helped me add it. Oh yeah, I still need to redeem the stretch. Stretches. I totally forgot about that one. They look redeeming the quack. Thank you. It was a bit low. Let me scroll down. Where's that window? Sound alerts dashboard. My alerts. Channel point ones. Okay. It is louder. We'll see how that goes. Zero also redeeming a quack. Thank you. I'm excited for it. Oh, my cheeks hurt from smiling. Felix also redeemed another quack. Was that louder? Should I turn it up even more? Oh, that quack. There goes all my channel points. Sorry, Remy. Oh, Zero. Zero redeemed a treat for Remy. We can totally do that. Ooh, why don't we do... Remy girl, you ready for treat redemptions? Ooh, we'll do a dream stick. Do you want to come up? She's like, absolutely. Pepper Cheeto. Oh, is this a dream stick? Do you like these ones a lot? Yes, good girl. The thank you is so cute. Zero, thank you for that shirt redemption. Both Balak and Remy appreciate it. Oh, her happiness. Ooh, this one's Salva? Or is it Salvia? Salva. St. John Fire Salva. I think it's like a type of, I want to say it's a type of sage, but I could be wrong. Excuse me. I think I got this one more for the flowers. But nope, days maturity are 45. So this might actually still bring in some pollinators if we need it. I'll think about it. Put this one on the think about it list. And then Badger buttons. That's a little bit outside. Oh, and I definitely won't be able to grow black sesame seeds. That takes 100 days for maturity. She's back to the coolness, yes. She has run off back to the coolness where it's nice and cool. Ooh, this one's empty. These boxes away. Alright. Now for box number 2. Box number 2. The look Remy gave for the snacky. She's so excited. Alright, what is in this box? Ooh, we have melons in this box. I don't think I have enough days for melons. Lots of seeds. I like gardening a lot. So yes, I have lots and lots of seeds. Alright. So let's see. Canary yellow melons. Those are 80 days, so that won't work. 75 days for orange flesh honeydew. Banana melon is 85 days. Honey rock cantaloupe is 80 days. Watermelon, close to 100. Yeah, watermelon's 100. Okay, let me just see if any of these are 60 days. Ooh, this Haogen melon is 60 to 90 days. No, that's a little too far. So I might have to wait until next year for melons. That's okay. Ducky has the Apocalypse Seed Library. I mean, I am very well prepared. I know one of my friends is like, ooh, I should write forward a business plan to give to the city about making food allotments a thing. Like if the city would buy land and to do allotments for people to have for growing things, and that I could have run it, but I'm too nervous to do that. And I also have where I work for my sister during the summer, so I'm not exactly sure how that would work. If anyone has any ideas for that, please let me know. That would be amazing. I would really like doing that. But since I also work for my sister during the summer, I don't know if I'd be able to commit the amount of time needed. So then I would feel bad doing something. Well, I would absolutely love doing it, but I also like working for my sister. Scout, you would help? Because I wonder if I could do, apply for grants and such. There has to be some sort of grant out there. It'd probably take a couple years, though, to see if the city would even sign on and look at buying land for it. Oh no, I wouldn't want anyone to do it for me. No. Ooh, cucumbers. This is Wisconsin SMR pickling cucumber. Days maturity 55. That would be amazing. Okay, cucumbers are going on the list. Here's another one. Oh yeah, we're definitely doing cucumbers. Let me keep it in this box. Ooh, a jelly melon. Kiwano cucumbers. Oh, that's 75 days though, so we won't be able to do that. I have catnip in this box. 55 days. We'll definitely do catnip. I'm going to separate out and keep this jelly melon cucumber in a different box. Just so that way, when I take seeds over to to my brother and sister-in-laws, that I don't take seeds that I'm not going to be planting. You have helped write several grants and proposals. Do you remember County Court and served on a number of public boards? I do remember that. Ducky, you can plant here, but you have to donate seeds afterwards. Ooh, would I have to donate seeds afterwards, or would I be able to help you seed collect? So that way you have seeds for the plants that have grown in your area. That might be a better idea. I don't have it here, it's actually at the storage unit. I have a whole box of seeds that I seed collected, so that way they're more like tempered towards Tennessee growing climate. I always think that that's the best. You do like that idea? I like when things go to seed, because I feel like then the seed is more prepared for that climate, because it's grown in that climate. Oh, look at this. Confetti cilantro. 30 to 50 days. That is added to the list. And then I have a purple ruffles basil. 60 to 90 days. Even if it just grows a little bit, I think I will like that. Ooh, what is this? Red shiso? A Japanese heirloom. It is a spicy herb, perfect for cooking Asian cuisine. Deep red leaves that smell like cinnamon and clove, with a spicy flavor like cumin. It kind of looks like the purple ruffle basil. I want to grow that. Okay, that's getting added to the list. What was the growing season? Okay, just kidding. It says maturity is 90 days. So maybe next year I can see about growing something like that. Fenugreek, 30 to 40 days. I know that's good for, what is it? It says strong curry-like taste. So that might be something to put in like curries. We need a seed trade channel on Discord. Oh, that would be fun. I don't exactly know, though, how it works as far as sending seeds in the mail. I'd be slightly nervous. I know that if you send stuff internationally, it gets like it's not called scanned. Pretty much the process it goes through, whatever it gets irradiated with, can kill the seeds. So I don't know if that would work. I don't know if they do that interstate. Cal is redeeming a large treat for Remy, though. That is exciting. Remy girl, would you like to redeem a treat? Remy sweetie. Where is... I know I moved some of her treats around. Wait, come back. Carry out. Alright, let's grab a different large treat for you. Trying to find her chicken twists. Those are not chicken twists. Are those chicken twists? Get out to my chair. Give me a second. Oh, there they are. Oh no, those are different ones. Oh, these are really big. I don't think I've opened these yet. They are not. It's a 6-pack. These are like the super size of the ones I normally give her. So Cal, you're getting a special treat for Remy. Actually, these are like three times the size. Are you excited? Can you guys see her? I think so. Okay, since I don't know where your other chicken twists are, you're gonna get this one. Is okay? Is that okay? Can you say thank you? Okay, ready? Can you do gentle? Good girl. She just redeemed. She is staring at it and licking her lips. She was so excited. Oh, Remy girl. I love it when she is excited. It makes me excited for her because she gets excited about it. Alright, before I grab out another one, let me clip up the ones that we just went through. These ones, the Jelly Melon and the Red Shisha, we determined are too many days to maturity. I kind of want to put my lettuces and cabbages maybe in the same exact box, because that way I can plant those ones kind of together. Ooh, including the mustards. The mache can go in the same one. There's a crisp mint lettuce. Amaranth, we'll put that one by lettuces. I know that there were some more. Here we go. The oak leaf lettuce, the tango lettuce, and black seeded Samson. Yes. There should be another one. Great Lakes. Where is it? It's in here somewhere. Mailing seeds in the US is okay. Just mark them accordingly. Okay, where did I put it? Maybe it's already in here? Oh yeah, it's already in there. Okay. So lettuces are together. Let's put the cabbage in there. Trying to get these to fit in the container. It's a little tricky. Look at that, like, just fits. Just fits in there. So far... Oh, I have some cabbage in this one too. So these aren't all the way full, but 4 containers of stuff that we could possibly plant. Alright, what is next? I have some beans. Let me see. Fava bean is 59 days to maturity. I'm not exactly sure. We can try it. Or maybe I should wait on some of the beans. Yeah, maybe I'll wait on these beans. What beans do I have here? Mayflower pole bean. Nope, that's 100 days. Days maturity 50 to 65. We could do this one. What is this one? A light red kidney bean. Ooh, do I need to have this one? It doesn't say if it needs to be dried though, or fresh. So this one is for the bean itself. So I might wait until next year to do this one. If it was just the bean itself, like an actual bean, not the seed, then I would say for sure. But since I would need it to dry out, I'm not going to do it. What is this one? Blue Lake bush beans. So this one is actually like eating the bean pod. We'll totally do this one. It's 50 to 65 days. Gusty Gale! It has been forever. Oh snap, green thumb stream. Gusty Gale, how's it been? How have you been? Haricot beans? Make some homemade baked beans? What are haricot beans? I don't know if I know what those ones are. Is that just like a generic brown bean? I'm really curious because I liked baked beans a lot. I think I have like 3 cans in my pantry right now. Here's a painted pony bean. Look how pretty that is. Yeah, this one's for harvest of dry beans. So the full entire vine would have to reach maturity for these. So 60 days. I want to wait until I make sure that I have enough time this season. Like these ones say Ford Hook 242 Lima beans. Days to maturity is 50. I think these ones are also for the seed. It says that these are also heat tolerant. So I definitely want to wait on these ones then also. Beard, hello! Welcome in! Gusty Gale, you've been pretty good. You feel like you're losing focus. You're taking a Twitch break. Twitch breaks are the best. welcome back. Haricot beans are a navy bean? I know I have more beans in here. I'll have to find them. The next one, it has corn. So I definitely won't be able to grow these in the amount of time in the season. They definitely have to be all over 70. This one, let's see. A red strawberry popcorn. Yes, it has 105 days to maturity. And I'm pretty sure then after that 105 days is when the corn gets pollinated. I'm not sure. With all the corn though, my most favorite that I'm always excited for is the glass gem corn because it's so pretty. You like how that cow is vibing in the background? Pretty sure that's how your hair pretty sure that's how your hair got like that like it is. Oh goodness. Does it have like the windswept look to it? I love Highlander. Are you talking about the Highlander cow? Or about these cows? Got some Ayrshires, a Guernsey, and a Jersey. Okay, so no corn for the fall season. Ooh, I don't know if I'll grow eggplants because I think my sister-in-law is allergic to eggplants. She's actually also allergic to kale, I think, so she won't be able to have any of that. I think she can have cooked kale. I'll probably have to double check. So I won't grow any eggplants. Even though I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different varieties of eggplants. This one's really pretty. It's all striped. Haricot beans have 105 days till maturity. The style is cowlick. Ooh, here we go. It's more summer squash and winter squash. So the early prolific straight neck squash. So this says 85 days to maturity. Yeah, I won't have enough time for it to grow, I think, before the season ends. Which is a bummer, because I would love to be able to grow some of it. Maybe I can see about just growing one seed and see how it goes. We'll put it on the list. Alright, sweet dumpling squash, though. That's definitely 95 days. I consider that a winter squash. Gill's Golden Pippin Squash? Nope, that's 80 to 100 days. And butternut squash and acorn squash, those are also definitely winter varieties. They take longer to grow. Will I be growing tomatoes? I have one tomato, a silvery fir tree tomato, that might be able to make it. We will see. Ooh, here's a microgreens mix. It says it's a hot mix. It has mustard purple wave, mustard Mizuna line streaked, mustard tatsoi, kale red ursa, and Kohlrabi Purple Vienna. So it's a microgreen kit, but I might see about growing these to maturity. That'll be interesting. I love kohlrabi. Mustard is hardy. It should make it in the most any climate. I do like growing mustard all year round and collards all year round. There's another one. I think my arugula. I think I grew that all year round a couple years ago. Kale I definitely grew all year round. I'm trying to think. I think even kohlrabi, I think I grew that all year round and I just ate the leaves. Because I think those 2 years, for some reason, the kohlrabi, it wouldn't bulb out. And I think it's because when I lived in Tennessee and it would get really hot, it would try to bolt. And then I'd have to like break off the flowers. Butternut squash soup. I'm excited if they do sell it at a store at the farmer's market here for a good price. I'll probably end up getting a few of them just to have them over the winter. Okay, so here we go. So I have some tomatoes that are really, really large tomatoes. I'm pretty sure that all of these have too long of a growing season. I wouldn't be able to grow them now. But in this bundle, I also have cherry tomatoes. And some cherry tomatoes, they might have a smaller growing period. So let's take a look. That's 70 days. See, this one has 60 days to maturity. They are gobstopper tomatoes. That's still 60 days, though. Maybe. Look how packed they are on the vine. That is super packed. So like some cherry tomatoes I might be able to do. This Matt's Wild cherry tomato, it says also 60 days. I guess it just depends on how fast the plant can grow and start flowering. Alright, Chadwick cherry says 65 days. And those are nice sized ones. So I might be able to do that. I have gotten cherry tomatoes and other tomatoes past the first frost with the frost cover. This orange Rossellini tomato also says 65 days. It's a different shape. That's definitely a little unique. Okay, this too long. This one's 60 to 70. Mexican midget tomato. So we might try that one. My sister-in-law does not like tomatoes. I can't remember. I don't think she's allergic to tomatoes. I just don't think that she likes them. This one says 65 days for a moonbeam grape tomato. So we'll try that one. Okay, that one's 75 to 80. This one says 65 to 75, so I'm not going to chance that one. I won't do 70 days. That's kind of pushing it. Here's a sweetie tomato. It says 60 to 70 days. We might try that one. White cherry tomato. Nope, that says to 80 days. Oh, these ones are super tiny. This is a Tessa's Land Race Currant tomato. It says 55 to 65 days. But these are like tiny, tiny. They're almost smaller than a blueberry. It almost reminds me of champagne grape tomatoes. Do I have some of those? Not in this one. Okay, so that's a small little bundle of tomatoes that I could possibly grow. So even if I take one seed of each of these and plant them, and whichever one comes up, maybe we'll do that. I like that idea. Because if I also keep them tighter planted together, it might be easier for me to maybe throw on like an extra frost cover for them also. She probably doesn't like the acidity. Sometimes it's hard on people's teeth. Baking soda can fix that. Well, I know that she's allergic to several different things. So like I don't want to push it in case. My brother likes tomatoes though. So maybe Maybe they'll they'll still get eaten even with me eating them. You like that idea? I like still planting stuff even if it's like near the time where it might not make it. I still like trying because you never know. You might have the year where it's a late frost. All right, so these are all onions. So I do not want to do onions from seed because they definitely will not make it. I know that some people plant onions though in the fall. And I have not done that before. I planted garlic in the fall because it's a bulb. But I've never done onions before in the fall. It's like Utah Sweet Spanish. They're all like over almost 100 days. The only onions that I might feel comfortable planting is something small, like the guardsman onion is almost like a buncheon onion. So like I could probably grow that one. Here's another buncheon onion. Nabucco Nabucco Evergreen? I never remembered the name. So like some things like this, it says days maturity is 110. This guardsman onion says 50 days. So I think I'll definitely do that one. The buncheon onion, I feel like that one took less time. Maybe not. Oh, I have leeks in here with my onions. I don't know. I know I have different types of leeks. This is just one leek. Carentan? See, 95 to 110 days. So I need to look and see. I need to do some more research for onions. Because I know that there's like the summer onion, and so there's a long onion and a short-term onion. So long-term and short-term. And it all depends on having like a short summer versus a long summer, I think. Or is it a short winter and a long winter? Yeah, I need to do more research for them. Ooh, Scout, thank you for that information. I will look at it. I will look for it after stream. Thank you, thank you. That always makes me excited. Oops, sorry. I hit my microphone. Okay, so these tomatoes I would not be able to grow, so let's put those away. I have a feeling like sometime this winter I'm going to have to be sorting through all of my little garden bundles here and making sure that like all my lettuces are together, all my tomatoes are together. Okay, so what is here? It looks like I also have a mix of seeds in here also. This one, it says Rogue de Verona Radicchino. I'm guessing it's a type of lettuce. Oh, it's in between a lettuce and a cabbage, so it is cold tolerant. 50 days to maturity. I didn't like this one. I like things that are dark in color because I just feel like they have way more nutrients. Okay, let me grab out. Here's the package I have of lettuces and cabbages. We will add it to that list. It says that the days to maturity are 50. So that might be a really good one to grow. My sister and I, we eat a lot of salads, so I like trying to have as many different salad types as possible. Here is a Country Hill red okra. That's 65 to 70 days. I feel like that might be cutting it close. We'll stay with the Perkins okra that I already have picked out. Giant Prague celery, that's 110 days. That will not work. Amaranth, we'll wait on the next one until that. What is this one? It says Han Saitai. It's a green for salads? So I know we were talking about ones that might be native to Australia. Well, here's at least one on that side of the globe. It says it's native to China. It says harvest while it youngs, if it matures, but matures sweeter from late summer to fall in cooler climates. I've never grown this one before, but it says days to maturity are only 37 days. So it must actually grow a lot, or grow really fast. We'll add it to the list. Bronze leaf fennel is 50 to 60 days. I kind of want to grow that. I like fennel. Some people don't like it because it tastes like black licorice. Florence fennel, that one takes 70 days, so I don't really want to do that. We'll try the bronze leaf. It also says it's slow to bolt, this variety is. Ooh, I'm wondering if this one is more so for the leaves instead of the bulb. Yep, this one is planted mostly for the leaves. Do I want to plant it just for the leaves? Considering I'd be the only one eating it, maybe I shouldn't do it. Ooh, here is Saltwort. It's a land seaweed. I definitely want to try growing this. I've grown it before, but it didn't do... It did better in the shade for me than it did in the sun. Even though it says to plant it in full sun. We'll add it to the list. Alright, red spike amaranth, that'll take too long. Even though this one says 45 days. I have a different one. Oh, red spike and red garnet amaranth. I think they're both different. The red spike says 45 days. And the red garnet says 60 to 120 days. But if I were to plant amaranth during this time of the season, I would just be harvesting the leaves. So maybe I'll wait until next year. I like the idea of trying to grow that more so to get the seeds. Okay. Let me close this container so I can grab a new one out. Oh, this is my radish container. Okay, we are going to grow all these types of radishes that are in here. Oh, I even have a rutabaga in here. Purple top rutabaga. 65 days to maturity. We should totally be able to grow this. I'm not necessarily counting the germination rate because I'm hoping that I can get it to full maturity before it actually freezes with the frost cover on. Here's a turnip, the purple top white globe turnip. Days to maturity is 55, so we can totally grow that. That's within the 56 days. Golden ball turnip. 50 days for that one. Totally do that. Hollow crown parsnip. Ooh, that one's 100 days, so that's going to be a no. That'll be a no for that one. What is this on Harris model parsnip? 130 days? Okay, so we won't be able to do parsnips. All-American parsnip, also 120 days. I did not realize that parsnips take that long to reach maturity. Okay, lady slipper radish, 25 days. Black Spanish radish, 30 days to maturity. And then China rose radish, 25 to 30 days. I feel like I should have other radishes somewhere else in here. Okay, I'm excited to find them. Let me find a box to put parsnips in. I'll put the parsnips with the eggplant and some of the squashes. Oh, I found my coffee seeds! So I think I might have 10 seeds in total. But it says that it's tropical. So days to maturity, 3 to 4 years. Because I'm pretty sure you can eat the fruit. But I'm not positive. Can you eat the fruit for coffee beans? Let's see what it says in the back. At least it says it does not require any pruning, and it says it's a low bush, 3 to 5 feet tall. Makes an excellent house plant. which is totally why I would want to grow it, because I can grow it inside. Choo, choo, choo. It flowers in April through July. The smell is like jasmine, vanilla, citrus, and a sugary sweet notes. Okay, so it doesn't actually say if you can eat the fruit. Does anyone know if you can eat the fruit from the coffee plant other than just the roast the bean? Alright, California poppy. I don't know if I want to actually grow these right now, because the days for maturity are very low. It says 55 to 60 days, but I think I would want to wait until and grow them kind of in the spring. Ooh, I can do some cat grass though for my brother's cats. We'll put that on the list. Some anise, that takes 75 days. Caraway seeds, 70 days. So we'll wait on those. And I don't know, should we try to grow coffee now? Why don't I keep one packet of coffee beans out? Because that we can grow in a container and then just make sure that it stays inside. So it does not get outside time during the winter. Alright, and here are my pumpkins. So this is why we don't grow pumpkins, because it's, yeah, the days for maturity, 120 days, 120 days. I feel like things for pumpkins, a lot of people do not like transplanting pumpkins either, like starting them early and then planting them into the ground. I want to try next year to see if I can set up a spot to start plants at my sister-in-law's house. So that way I have seedlings to actually put in the ground once the last frost has happened. So we'll save the pumpkins for next year also. Save them for next year along with those melon plants. And pepper plants and the other tomato plants. Alright, so what are these? These are other pepper plants. I believe all of these, we're probably going to have to wait until next year for them also. Yep, gonna have to wait for those. A little grow tent and start a lot in your apartment. I don't know if there's enough room, unfortunately. Yeah, sadly I don't think there's just enough room. If there was more room, I would totally do it. You've seen it as small as 4 feet by 4 feet by 6 feet? I know I want to see about still maybe growing, or at least attempting to maybe grow in a single cup and put like a bunch of tomato seeds and then maybe separating them out. Maybe that might work. I suppose it's an option. Put all the tomato seeds in one cup. I've seen this cool thing where they lay out paper towel and then I'm not sure if they do put some soil in there or not. But then they put the seeds in there, and then it's supposed to, when they roll up the paper towel once the seed is in there, and then they put it vertically, and then they put it into a cup, and it's supposed to have the plant grow upwards, and then when they're ready to transplant it in the ground or pot it up into a bigger pot, that then they unroll that paper towel, and they should be able to like pull the plants separate. But I feel like the roots would get all intermixed. I don't know if that would work. Maybe using parchment paper in between, like laying a roll of parchment paper down and then laying like wet paper towel and putting the seeds and rolling it up, because then the roots for the plants can't go through that parchment paper. It would kind of keep it more separate. Maybe that might work. Lots of things to try. I think it'd be really cool to try like a grow tower. A grow tower might fit because that takes up even less space. I think that's like, is it 2 feet by 2 feet? Although I'd be worried that it would not get enough light. Okay, what are these? Swiss chards, kales, ooh, and collards. So we're definitely going to do collards for sure. The kale, absolutely 30 to 50 days. Rhubarb Swiss chard, 50 to 55 days. Magenta Swiss chard is 45 days. Yellow Swiss chard is 55 to 60 days. Oh, pink Swiss chard, 30 to 60 days. And Ford Hook Giant Swiss chard, 25 to 50 days. I definitely want to still try growing chards. Most people throw an LED grow light on them. I have one somewhere, but that's also in the storage unit. I need to find it. Oh, here's another microgreens. Another one of the hot mix. So I have 2 hot mixes and 2 mild mixes. Alright, what is in here? Oh, salad burnet. It's a perennial plant. Nope, 70 to 100 days, that would not work. Oh, here are my other lettuces and my mother mustards. Lettuce, mustards, and odds and ends greens. Okay, so Claytonia Miner's lettuce. I always think it looks so cool. That's 40 days. Pablo lettuce, which looks like it has a little lettuce head. That is 55 days. Okay, so this one's a no. These 2 are yeses. Ruby red leaf lettuce is 40 days, which I think I actually have that here on my on my screen. I think that's actually some of these that are on that screen right now. Red Sales leaf lettuce. That says 50 days. We can totally do that one. Bronze Meunier head lettuce. I like how the ends of the leaves, they look like they're going from green to red. And then bronze guard leaf lettuce. That one's 70 days. So maybe I'll wait for that one for next year too. Even though it is cold tolerant, yes, we have plenty of other lettuces, so we'll wait on that one. Mustards. I have several varieties of mustards. Mizuna mustard, 20 to 45 days. Tetsoi mustard, 45 to 55 days. Mibuna mustard? That's 40 days. That's very, very sparse though. I wonder if I should wait on that one. Red Giant mustard, that's 40 days. This Muzzini Red Streaks mustard, that's 25 to 45 days, but that's also very sparse. So I think I'll wait on that one also. Let's put that one away. So that at least still gives me 4 different mustards, which I think I have another mustard that I already picked out. So I'll have to make sure to grab that and add this to this mustard pile. All right, so the odds and ends stuff I have Italian dandelion. That's 70 days, so that's going to be too long. There's a purple, is it Orac? Also called purple spinach. So I think that would be fun. That's 40 days. It has a lot of vitamins and minerals in it, so I definitely like that. I have green purslane. That's 50 days. This is also a native plant. So a lot of this might actually already be growing here, different types of purslane. And then red vein sorrel. I like this one a lot because I think it tastes like candy. And that's just my own opinion. That's only 50 days to maturity. So that might be pretty exciting. So we'll add those 4. So now we have more lettuces, more mustard, and then odds and ends. But yeah, the red vein sorrel, it almost tastes like a sweet tart, the stem does to me. It's one of my favorites. And it also comes back year after year. And it grows pretty steadily throughout the winter, too. So I like that a lot. But the dandelion, will definitely wait in that, the Italian dandelion. That's 70 days. I do like that it grows really nice and thick. So wherever you grow it, it's very, very dense. That might have been just how I planted it, though. I'm not sure how many seeds I threw down with it last time. Ooh, here are more tomatoes. Look at all those tomatoes. These are all medium-sized tomatoes, I think. I did not label it, but I think all of these... Oh, here's one. Tagarella tomato is 55 to 65 days. Look at those streaks. It has yellow streaks in there. That might be something to try. Okay, we'll go through them. Alright, this one says 55 to 85 days. It's Stupichka tomatoes. The plant grows up to 4 feet tall. It's still an indeterminate, but maybe we can try those also. For these ones, I think we would take one seed out of all the ones that are within the growing season. And then whichever ones grow and survive are the ones that are going to stay. Here's a Valencia tomato. Oh, that's a nice orange color. I don't know if you guys can see that. Here's a Moskvich tomato. Ooh, that looks really, really nice dark green. Or not, not green. Nice dark red. Oh yes, if these are green, I will still pick them and they can turn red. Or make fried green tomatoes. That would be very delicious. But I'm okay with if they just grow to be green tomatoes and I can pick them. Can always ripe them afterwards. This is a tropical sunset tomato. It's 60 to 70 days. Oh, that's really pretty. I like that one a lot. $80 days, 75, that's too long. So, funny story, so I have all these tomatoes. I used to grow like 4 to 6 of each of these tomatoes. So, we've gone through a lot of tomatoes already. I used to grow a lot of tomatoes. So, it's so crazy for me now to have to like dwindle down and maybe do one of each plant. Okay. So all of these are too long in the growing season. Alright, so the ones that we're going to try are the Tigerella, the Stupis, Valencia tomato, Moskvich tomato, and Tropical Sunset. We'll see if we can get these. Kale, spinach, Swiss chard, beet tops with a mix of yellow and cherry tomatoes, cut in half, fresh basil and parsley. Oh my goodness. The fixings for an amazing salad ideas in that basket. That sounds absolutely, it sounds really, really awesome. I like cooking with beet tops and even like, even just sauteing the stems. If you decide to have the beet tops with the salad, I like sauteing the stems a lot. The first time that my sister saw me sauteing beet tops, or just like the stems, she definitely was not very enthusiastic and did not eat any of them with me. She's like, nope, you can do what you want to do. She's like, I am not being involved in that. Oop, hit my microphone again. Apologies. She told me that I can decide to eat whatever I would like, but that she would not be involved with that. Alright. Next box. Oh, so these are all flowers. I think I'm going to skip over the flowers. I can always come back to them. I'll probably focus more on flowers next year. Hopefully I'll have more room to do that. But in here I have different poppies, pansies, snapdragons. Ooh, I got these on sale one time. Look how pretty that is. This one is the Poppy Star. The artwork for that is amazing. Yeah, I never spend very much on seeds. Just to share that. I like shopping sales for seeds. Alright, this one is full of a lot of sunflower seeds, balloon flowers. I will try to grow more sunflowers next year because my brother loves eating sunflower seeds and my nephews do now also. So next year I want to see about growing a lot of sunflowers and seeing how many I can grow. Maybe I'll grow them like along the fence line or something like that. And seeing if we can roast sunflower seeds for them next fall. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Ooh, what is this one? Tong Ho Big Leaf Chrysanthemums. What is this one? This one's a Baker Creek heirloom seed. I do not have days to maturity for this one. And it's not frost hardy, so I won't grow that one. The other chrysanthemum that I pulled out, that one definitely has enough days left in it to be able to flower. Okay. Gee, what is this one? Oh, I am excited for this next year. I have some passion flowers and dragon fruits that I can grow, as well as hibiscus. Oop, that's dahlias. Which dahlias, the bulbs, are actually edible. You can have those like potatoes. But next year, growing some hibiscus, that would be amazing. What else is in here? Zinnias I have in here. I love growing zinnias. Oh, I have some amaranth in here. I actually have some amaranth, I think, pulled out. The amaranth is not supposed to be in this box. Oh, actually, nope, I do have more amaranth in here. So I have amaranth in several different spots. I have black chia seeds, which I might have to tape this. See these black chia seeds? It says 140 days for maturity. That is a long growing season. More chia seeds. Which, I don't know, have you guys ever grown chia before? I feel like the plant smells weird. I was not expecting it to grow the way that it did. And I wasn't actually really a fan of it. Ooh, here's some more saltwort. 40 to 45 days for maturity. So we'll set that one aside to grow. Here's some quinoa. The quinoa, that takes up to 120 days. So we'll see about doing that next year. And then 100 days for long grain rice. I do actually have rice. Which, the rice that I grew a few years ago, I think it was like 4 years ago now, I grew it in a part of my lawn that was always always drowning in water of some sort. And it grew amazingly well. Except for some local rodents ate it. So I wasn't able to actually harvest any of it. I was so sad that year. I also had, every year that I grew in Tennessee, I was never able to actually harvest a watermelon either because the blossoms of watermelon and pumpkins, I would have woodchucks eat all my my blossoms that I had. Oh, I have more coffee seeds. I need to put some of them together. Oh, I have some meadowsweet. I have enough actual meadowsweet harvested from years past, so I don't need to plant anymore for a while. Wormwood mugwort. I can't remember what this was used for. I bought it for something. Because I kind of like having a medicinal part of my garden where I can use things. I have some evening primrose, some hops. Ooh, Spilanthes, the toothache plant. That's actually really good if you have toothache. Penroyal, milk thistle herbs. Oh, rhubarb. I'll have to plant this next year so it can start rooting in. Along with, I need to make sure I do asparagus as well. Ooh, strawberry plants. There's only about 20 seeds in here. It says days to maturity are 120. But I'm wondering if I grow those. I'll have to plant those right away in the spring. I feel like 120 days. I feel like that's a lot. I could have sworn I grew strawberries in the past and it did not take that long for them to grow and start bearing fruit. But I could be wrong because I think it needs to have like a root system to it. Here's stevia. I definitely have enough stevia, so I don't need to grow any this year. But I definitely want to look at growing some stevia next year. Because stevia you can plant, you can harvest the greens and then dry them out and use that as your sugar substitute. So I have several different varieties of stevia. 3 different varieties of stevia, several different of mullein, and then comfrey. I also have comfrey seeds that I can plant. So all things I can get growing next year. Ooh, nasturtiums. I could do nasturtiums. Nasturtiums are edible. The flowers are. 50 days to maturity. I could just grow jewel nasturtiums. Look how pretty those are. Have you guys ever eaten flowers before? Ooh, look at these Alaskan dwarf nasturtiums. The leaves almost look like they're like variegated. Ooh, and then I also have echinacea in here. The cone flowers. I'll have to see about growing some of those next year. And drying those and using those for tea. Alright, and I grabbed Elysium for like ground cover. That's why I have those seeds, so I probably won't grow those for a while. I'd probably have to talk to my sister and brother and ask them if they want me to grow those anywhere. But that's just from where I lived before. So if I ever move again, then maybe I'll plant those. Ooh, I have arnica seeds and yarrow seeds. I won't grow any of those though. What's in the next box? Oh, I have lavender in here. That's definitely something I'll have to grow next year. I know animals are very sensitive to lavender. Like poisonous, in fact, to like cats and dogs. So if I grow it, it'd probably be out by my brother and sisters, like out by the road. I might grow it. All right, these are all different types of edible flowers. I have calendula in here as well. Oh, here are my herbs. All right, so I have some thyme. This one's called Orgello. Excuse me. I think if I grow a thyme, though, I would want to do a winter time. Does it say how many days to maturity? It does not. Summertime? Does it say how many days to maturity? Ooh, 90 days harvest. So not growing that. Ooh, I have more bachelor buttons in here. Lots of things I need to wait to look at until next year. Oh, I have borage in here. Borage is always so pretty. I know it's 55 to 60 days for maturity, but I might wait to do this one also. So the leaves, apparently they taste like cucumber and you can eat them like spinach. Maybe I will still set these aside. Maybe we'll grow at least one plant. We'll put them with the nasturtiums. Okay, here are some more parsnips. Ooh, salad burnet. Nope, that's 70 to 100 days. Okay, like grab all these seeds out. Alright, cilantro, that's 89 days. We can't do that one. Summer savory, that's 65 days. I don't know if I want to try that. Or the tarragon. Lemongrass, ooh, that's 120 to 140 days. So that's definitely going to be for next year. Ooh, scarlet sage, 50 days. This is 50 days. The other types of sage say 75 days. Do you guys use sage for anything? I think I still have a lot of sage harvested. I think I have dried sage yet. Ooh, cilantro. I'll definitely put that aside. Try to grow some cilantro. And parsley. So I have several different types of cilantro. I have a Calypso cilantro, just the coriander cilantro, which are the same exact thing, so just a generic kind. And then a slow boat cilantro. And then for parsley, dark green flatleaf. Sage, what types do you use both? So sages, I have several different ones in here. I have broadleaf. It doesn't say what type of sage this one is. It just says Salvia officinalis. So the official sage, maybe. I have a Blue Victory, a Cleopatra mix. Look at the flowers on this one. Oh no, Zero! You have the gene where it tastes like soap. Or rose. Ooh, here's some more Curl Chevelle. That's 120 days though. Ooh, some more parsley, some Italian flatleaf. This one's a scarlet sage. It doesn't exactly have a picture. I can't remember where I got this one. Oh, Annie's heirloom seeds. It says 50 days. I might wait for this one also. Oh, your fiance, did she eat all this lunch that's on your plate then? She can ask for your cilantro on her foods? don't know what I would do if I wouldn't be able to eat it. Well, cilantro and parsley, those are yeses for me. I feel bad when people can't eat them. Okay, so this one is different beans. So this one's going to be exciting. Okay, so dragon tongue beans, maturity 55 days, so I could maybe grow, I'll probably only plant like a bean or two. Royal Burgundy bush beans, it says 50 days. Red noodle, it says 65 days, but I'm not going to grow them. I feel like it would take too much time. Oriental yard long, it says 60 days, but I think I'd wait on that one as well. Garbanzo bean says 60 to 100, so that one will be a no. A lot of these other beans I have are more so for the actual bean on the inside, where you'd have to have the full plant go to maturity and start to dry out. So those are also no's. I thought I had some other beans. Maybe they're in a different one. So I have lots of beans that I can plant for the actual bean itself on the inside. Oh, here we go. Here are the green beans. Ooh, and also more zucchini. Black Beauty Summer Squash zucchini. We'll do that one. That one's 55 days to maturity. Cocozelle zucchini, 65 days. Look at the stripes. Gray zucchini says 60 days. So I might be able to get some of that. This early prolific straight neck, it says 70 days. So maybe I'll set it aside. The yellow squash. So golden summer zucchini. Crook neck says it will be 65 days. It's also a yellow one. Oh, scallop yellow bush beans. That one says 50 days. So we should definitely get some of these. I must have a lot of space. So once I actually get there, I will have to be very creative in the way of how I plant stuff. I want to do a lot of interplanting. So if I do squashes, I'll probably grow the lettuces underneath them. And I also have some some pots that I can plant as well. So yeah, I'll be definitely very creative with how I plant stuff. It's not a lot of space. I think I get overexcited just because I went from having... How many garden boxes did I have? Did I have like 30 garden boxes? So I want to try to do it as compact as possible. And then I just need to see how it goes. Like with some of these, like the beans, even if I plant one of each bean or even two of each beans, they have fencing where I can try to go as vertical as I can with it. And it's like trial and error. So fingers are crossed. Ooh, so Blue Lake pole bean, that's 60 to 75 days. Roma bean is 55 days. Here, this top crop, 45 to 55 days. So we'll try to do some of those as well. I also kind of want to see if I can grow stuff along their fence line. And if they let me do that, that'll also give me some more space. But even like where I plant the beans, I can grow radishes underneath the beans. So like almost doubling up the space. Even for things like mustard plants, wherever I plant the mustard, I could technically grow some of the salad mixes underneath them as well. Because the mustard will grow taller where the lettuces will grow a little bit shorter. Ooh, and then here's the Kentucky Wonder Bean. We'll try that one too. Do like a bean or two. So like normally if I were in my own garden, I'd be planting like 10 plants of each of the beans, but since I'm kind of testing the waters to see how stuff grows there, I'll probably only be growing like 1 or 2 seeds of each one of these varieties. Oh no, I can't get the container to close back up. So it's definitely like a trial period kind of, to see what will work and what will not, and how we can kind of fit things in. And if there's a seed that I picked out that can grow in the growing period, but they are not very thrilled about it, then I just won't plant it. But if I don't pull it out to show them what types of seeds that they can grow, then they'll never know that that's an option. Temptation, hello! Welcome in. Like here, oh my goodness, I have more spinaches and more mustards. So these are definitely ones I need to condense down also. Ooh, Savannah mustard. Days to maturity are 20. More Tatsoi mustards. That's another 45 to 55 days. Red giant mustards, 40 days. And the Manuba is also 40 days. I feel like I did not do the Manuba because it kind of grows really, really thin. And I don't really feel like that's a good use of space. I feel like larger leaves that'll be easier to pick will be good. Katisha just here to lurk away. Here's some more red leaf sorrel. More Egyptian spinach. Ooh, I do have New Zealand spinach. That takes 45 days. And it doesn't say that it's cold hardy, but I feel like it is. Oh nope, this is a one that will not bolt. Like this red Malabar spinach is actually a vining spinach, so I can actually go vertical with this one also. Plus, when I actually plant stuff in the ground too, I'll ask them for their advice on what it is that they would like more of planted. This spinach says 45 days to harvest. It looks like that's pretty big leaves as well. Giant noble spinach. Those are actually huge leaves on the spinach plant. That's 45 days to harvest. Because any spinach or lettuces that I grow, this is probably maybe 2 feet. So all the spinaches and lettuces, I can grow those in a pretty tight quarters. So like a lot of those seeds will not take up very much space. I feel like growing that intermixed with something that grows taller will hopefully be a really good use of space. Oh, Bloomsdale spinach. That is actually also really large plants. So some of the spinaches, I might have to give more room to them. So I'm wondering, so this says Bloomsdale long-standing spinach. I'm wondering if that's the same as this brand, where it's also Bloomsdale spinach. Yep. It says if you'll like the spinach. If you like spinach, you'll love Bloomsdale long-standing spinach. Oh wait, so these are actually both the same type of spinach. They're just sold by different companies. So I might actually be able to put these in the same exact bag instead of having 2 separate bags for them. I just mentioned a new thing for you. You've never heard of a vine growing spinach? It's the Malabar spinach. Red Malabar. So the vine is red and the spinach grows off it like leaves off of a vine. I really like it. And it just tastes like normal spinach to me. And I can't remember if you can eat the stems. I'm not sure if you can eat the stems. The leaves for sure. Do. Some of these seeds I've had for a couple of years now already. For quite a few years already. But a lot of seeds, I try to keep them in like a decent type temperature and out of the sun and like cool, dry place. So a lot of these seeds, even though they're not from last year's season, they should germinate just fine too. I don't know if you guys have seen, there was a video, I think it was by M.I. Gardner, where they had seeds that were almost 100 years old that they planted and they grew tomatoes. And I think they now sell that as a new tomato variety. So even if you have seeds that are older, totally grow them. Oh, here we go. I have more lettuces. So I do need to go through my lettuces and combine them down all into the same exact bag. Because I know that I have tangle leaf lettuce in that I already pulled out in a different container. So we're definitely going to grow this one. I really like the tangle leaf. And the oak leaf lettuce. They literally look like oak leaves. And they are really delicious. So those ones are 45 days to maturity. Ooh, this one actually does not have days to maturity. It says it's a slow bolt lettuce. It's still cold tolerant, so that's good. But the days to maturity is missing on the back. So this one I have not grown before. It's called Lola Rosa leaf lettuce. It looks like the ends are curled. I've never grown that one before. So if I can fit it in, I'll totally do it. Here's more crisp mint lettuce. I already pulled that one. What is this one? It says lettuce Meltzclin? I don't know what that one is. Grow our custom mesclun lettuce. So I wonder if it's their own mix of lettuce. There's a bunch of different ones with pictures on the front. I suppose we can maybe throw a few seeds of that in. Here's a super red romaine lettuce, so it grows really nice and narrow. What is the germination days? Those are 45 days until maturity. Ruby red leaf lettuce, it says 40 days. Bronze guard leaf lettuce. That one actually says 70 days, so that one's a little bit too much, so I'll set that one off to the side. We won't do that one. Marvel of Four Seasons, that one says 60 days. I think I'd rather stick with the ones that are less. This one's another bronze lettuce. I think we already have that one picked out as well. Miner's lettuce we have picked out already. Purslane we do. Ooh, this one is Bib Butterhead lettuce. This one's 55 days, but it grows in a head. So I might actually like that one. Or to grow that one. Maybe I can grow it in with the the cabbages will take up too much space. I'm wondering if I grow these instead of some of the smaller ones, like the corn lettuce. I might take those ones out because they aren't very big producers. So I might take those out and wait until next year to grow those. But here's another head of lettuce, Little Gem Butterhead lettuce. I know that these grow really nicely. I like when I've grown these in the past. Here are other heads of lettuces. Hanson Improved Crisp Head. Nope, that one's 70 to 80 days, so we won't do that one. The Great Lakes one, though, that one says 50 days. So we'll do that one. I also have a Grand Rapids. It says it's tip burn resistant. I really liked growing this one in Tennessee just because it didn't burn. It didn't get all wilty. Alright, what else do I have in here? I have Butter Crunch lettuce. Some romaine lettuce. I have a whole bunch of iceberg lettuce seeds. Look at those. That's a whole bunch in there. Iceberg lettuce for me is okay. I don't like it when the inside isn't very green. Which is why I tend to like leaf lettuce more than I do actual like head lettuce. Ooh, this is arugula. So these are a ton of arugula seeds that I harvested from a couple years ago. And arugula for me, every time I grow it, it gets out of control. Oh, and then cress. That's really, really spicy. I like cress to put in very sparingly with things. Oh goodness, Aaron! Aaron Close, welcome in! Redeeming the quack. Love it. Thank you for the quack. Aaron, how have you been? Welcome in. Ooh, other things that I'm not going to grow. I'm not going to grow endive. I feel like that takes up too much space for the amount that I actually like eating of it. Emma Gardner, you're beloved. I do like Emma Gardner. I have a lot of their seeds. I do have seeds that I picked up from other places. I have like Annie's heirloom seeds as well. Baker's Creek, I have a few of those. I think I still have some Haas Tool seeds. Or sometimes ones that I just pick up at like the dollar store when they're on sale, or like any other places when they're on sale. I think the reason why I have seeds that are like this in little packets of seeds is sometimes when I see them on Amazon, or I used to get them from Amazon sometimes. If there was like a large amount for very inexpensive, then I would get them and test them out. I've had good luck getting things off of Amazon before. But it's been a while since I've actually, well, yeah, it's been a little while since I bought seeds. I did buy seeds on a sale last year. That was the last time I got seeds. I always wait for them to be on sale though. Are you done with the Emma Gardner and Baker Creek are your go-to? Alright, let me put these in a container. Put the ones that I'm not growing in a container. Now they won't get lost. Oh, here are more turnips. And rutabagas also. Oh, so another place I like to get seeds before are also co-ops. Sometimes co-ops will have really large, massive amounts of seeds for very inexpensive. So like, how many seeds were in here? So this is actually done by weight. Does it say how much were possibly in here? Nope. So I actually do have co-op vegetable seeds also, where there's tons of them in there. So purple top turnips. Let's see. So these are 55 days to maturity. I like sauteing turnips. I can't remember if I ever did the turnip greens though. Actually, yes I did. I like putting turnip greens and spinach and artichoke dip to extend the spinach. So there's more greens in there. So I might grow some of those. I do have wheatgrass, but I'm not going to grow that. It is cold tolerant though if you do grow it. Oh, I wish I would have started some of the stuff early. There's celery, but that takes like 100 days for maturity. What else is in here? Some pink celery, but that's also 80-90 days, so that's way out of our days. Oh, I have some gum lemon scented. So I have some eucalyptus. I don't know how to say that. Citrodora? I'm pretty sure this is like the citronella plant. If I remember correctly. The lemon scented. So that's actually why I had this. Or actually it's something very similar. It's a eucalyptus plant. It's been a while since I've grown this though, but that's definitely way out of our grow season. I have lots of goji berry seeds. They are frost hardy, but I think I'm way out of the time to get them to maturity. This actually might be something to try to grow in a potted plant instead. Oh, artichoke plants. Artichokes are some of my favorite things. Sprouts in 10 to 21 days. Does it say how many days for maturity though? I think that for maturity, I think it takes like 100 plus days. So I won't be able to grow any of those. Oh, here we go. This green globe artichoke, it says days to maturity is 120 to 180 days. So yeah, I definitely won't be growing these. They're perennials, so if I were to ever try to grow them, I would want to make sure that I can grow them in a spot where I can easily transplant them, if I can take them with me, or where I know they're going to be for a while. But the reason I hesitate to do that is because some of the artichoke plants, they have spiky leaves, and I do not like toting around leaves that have like lots of spikes on them, unless it's an aloe plant. Then I'm okay with it. Alright, I have catgrass. I'm not going to grow any of those. Jicama seeds, those are I do not have enough time in the growing season to grow those. Asparagus, I'll have to wait until next year to find a spot. Purple top rutabagas. Those are also 65 days. I know I have some of those. I think I pulled some of those out already. As well as turnips. Some golden top turnips. So those are 50 days. So I should have enough time to grow those in the growing season. But all the rest of my perennial plants, annual plants or perennials, I'll have to wait until next year for those. I love asparagus. Alright, what is in here? A bean mix. Oh, so these are actually ones that I gotten for sprouts. So even though I got these on sale to grow as sprouts, I still like growing them into full plants. It was way more affordable buying them that way. I also have mung beans as well. So yeah, these I'll definitely save for next year, or this winter if I decide to do sprouts, then I can break them out and do them as sprouts. Erin, do you grow a lot of plants? Okay, what is in here? Ooh, I have some basil in here, some holy basil. 60 to 70 days though, so I'll wait on next year for those. Cinnamon basil, cardinal basil, Greek basil, mammoth basil. Ooh, I even have opal basil. Look at that pretty color. Asparagus seeds. So I have seeds for growing asparagus. You used to, before you left for college, you gave your seed collection to your high school botany teacher a few years ago. Oh, are you going to look at rebuilding up your collection at all? A spicy globe basil. I like how tiny the leaves are. Ooh, I did try growing some of the Siam Queen basil. It didn't turn out. I think I accidentally stunted it when I tried growing it. But I love the flowers on it. You still have a spreadsheet somewhere? That is awesome. Oh, I really like the lemon basil. That is actually really, really lemony. I like it a lot. Do I have days for maturity? This one's 80 to 90 days, so I'll have to wait on that one also for next year. Genovese basil. I think that's the basil that you kind of find in grocery stores. I'm going to set it aside, and I might try to grow that in a container inside. Oh, but then I have cumin seeds, black pepper seeds, I have cumin seeds. What is cumin? Cumin is 110 days for maturity. So yeah, definitely won't be doing those either. So we'll set these aside and look at them again next year. Oh, Erin, I have 4 of those. That's where all of these are from. So we just went through another one. This was our 3rd case that we just went through. Excuse me. So I have 1 case left to go through. Alright, what is in here? These might be more flowers. Yes, bee balm. Oh, I do have burdock. Marshmallow plant. For anyone who's not growing marshmallow, I know the leaves are edible and so are the roots. But I love the flowers. They are so pretty. I have German chamomile seeds. That's 50 days to maturity. I might be able to grow some of the German chamomile. I do have stinging nettle seeds, but I still have enough nettle, like dry nettle, that I don't need to plant anymore for a while either. Maybe next year. Stinging nettle is one of those things where if you can just harvest it out like wild stinging nettle, then I'd rather do that instead of planting it, just because if I don't take out all the plants after I've harvested what I needed, I don't want to get stung by the little, like the nettle part of the plant when it grows to maturity. Queen of seeds. I tried my best. But here, look at this wild bergamot bee balm. That is a pretty flower also. I'm pretty sure I have a lion's mane one somewhere. Oh, lemon balm. My sister actually ordered some tea for this, and I felt really bad because I could have grown it for her. Next year. Next year I'll have to do that. It does say days to maturity is 40, but lemon balm is related to, I'm pretty sure lemon balm is in the mint family. So I don't want it to grow it in the ground and have it be invasive everywhere. So you'll have to, if you ever grow seeds, make sure you check to see if it's invasive or not, so you don't have it growing everywhere and then you're unable to contain it. Oh, look at this one. Which one? What is this one? This is a type of bee balm also. It says the Empress bee. But look, isn't that pretty? The front of the cover? It just says bee's friend flower, so I'm guessing that is bee balm. Oh, here we go. Italian oregano. This is also invasive, so definitely grow this in a container also. We're definitely going to grow some oregano. So I have an Italian oregano and also a Bulgare oregano. I haven't grown this one before. Actually, I have grown this one because it looks like I've opened it a few times. But I've definitely, the Italian oregano I think actually survived. I think this, the Bulgare one did not. I suppose I could try to see about growing it side by side. I also have some other oregano seeds. Ooh, some more catnip. Catnip plants also smell weird. I don't know why I feel like that, but so a catnip plant smells weird, and so do chia seed plants. Ooh, here's some more lemon mint. I might try to grow that inside. It says 80 days maturity, but if I grow it in a container and bring it inside, I might be okay with that. Oh. I do also have some mountain mint seeds. I think I might wait until next year for these ones. Ooh, I also have a chocolate mint. The cover for that looks amazing. Ooh, my hands are starting to cramp up. Woo. This one says Korean licorice mint. I think I'm going to pass on that. I do have several different types of spearmint. I'll definitely wait next year on this one also. More lemon mint. I have different varieties of lemon mint, it seems like. Look at the flowers on this one. That is gorgeous. Erin, you might see if your old teacher still has seeds. I hope that she's growing things from it. All the herbs you can start now and bring in later, so you have fresh herbs in November. If I had the room, I would totally grow all of them. You love them flowers? Ah, they're amazing. They almost seem like they're bells on the bottom. So like they droop down. I have some mojito mint seeds and some peppermint mint seeds. The oregano seeds, I would definitely grow in the mint seeds because I know that I'd probably plant those in smaller pots and then I can have those like on the counter right next to the sink. Those ones I definitely feel more comfortable with. You're going to restart your collection when you get room to garden. I wish you the best of luck. I am very grateful that my brother and sister-in-law are going to let me plant seeds in their garden space. Super, super thankful. All right, what is in this box? So I have cucumbers. Lots of different types of cucumbers. Well, cucumber slash pickle seeds. They're technically cucumbers. You just harvest them and you pickle them for them to be pickles when they're tiny. Alright, so some of these, let me see which ones even have days to maturity on them. So the Muncher cucumber, that one says 55 days to maturity. Ashy cucumber, 55 to 65 days. Straight 8 cucumber says 50 to 75 days. I'm hoping that if we get them established, I'm really hoping for a late frost. Hope for the best, plan for the worst. This one says homemade pickles, cucumbers, 55 to 60 days. Ooh, so this Boston pickling cucumber. I actually got this from in Philadelphia. I went to a gaming convention out there, Too Many Games, and one of the places that we went to eat, they actually gave out these seeds when they brought out your like appetizer. Like they gave it, it's like they gave you seeds with your food. So I thought that was really cool. So I actually got these seeds in Philadelphia. So they're Boston pickling cucumbers. It was from the Urban Farmer Philadelphia's Steakhouse. The spreadsheet is the peak of your brain. Looking through it again, just imagining all the tasty things. I know every single time I think about my garden, I miss it a lot. Ooh, these are the Puna cucumbers. I don't think I'm going to grow these, just because I don't think that my family members will like them. I think I'd rather stick to the ones where I know they're going to like, and I can always quick pickle them. Like, ones I can try to grow next year are these lemon cucumber ones. They grow like little balls, and they are amazing. I like them a lot. Here's more of the Wisconsin SMR pickles. I think I have some of them already pulled out, so I can combine those and down into one bag. More Boston pickling cucumbers. That's 55 days. Here we go. Space Master 80 cucumber. This one says 60 days. So maybe I should wait until next year for these? And do the ones that say 55? Maybe I'll still grow at least like one plant of this. Here's Marketmore 76. This says 63 days, so maybe I'll wait on that one. Ooh, more jelly melons. I can condense those down with a different one. Oh, here's a better picture of the lemon cucumber ones. They don't really taste lemony to me. They just tasted like they were nice and refreshing. This one I will not grow because it'll take too long. It's Armenian Yardlong. I haven't actually grown them to full maturity ever before. Oh, and here's a free seed one that I've gotten. This one was from Baker Creek. It's I think, is it Bet's Alpha? Does it say days to maturity? It does not. But they're cute little cucumbers. So I won't grow those ones because I don't know what the days are. Here's a little potato cucumber. That's 70 days, so we won't be growing that. That's not enough time. This one, though, will grow. Mexican sour gherkin. 50 to 60 days. I actually have it from two different. I have it from M.I. Gardner and also from Haas. See, it said days maturity or days to maturity. It says 67 for this one, even though M.I. Gardner says 50 to 60. But I think for Haas Tools, they include the germination days. Maybe. I'm not sure. Oh, I actually have 3 different ones for Mexican sour gherkin. This one's kind of cute. You can see the little card. Alright, so we will try those. Let me put the ones that are not... I'm not going to try to plant in a different container. Keep them separated. Yeah, I'm really hoping that I can grow a lot of things vertically. I have high hopes for growing stuff vertically. And that I can maybe get stuff in the ground this week. Alright, so it looks like this box is mostly different types of corn. Yep, this is all corn, so we won't grow any of these. There's not enough time in the growing season for corn. We'll just put those right back. I think this container is all different types of peppers. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're all like 75 days and above. And with pepper plants, it's good to have them, like, start them at the beginning of the season. Sometimes I feel like pepper plants, they just take so long to mature and for the fruit to actually mature on them as well. So yep, no pepper plants. This is a lot of different types of pepper plants. I don't know if you guys can see in here. This is just one of the containers of pepper plants. You're going to bet whoever decides that starting an ad with car honks would be a good idea. It startles you every time. No. Car honks and sirens are always a bad idea. Okay, so this one is different types of squashes. So I have pumpkins in here. Obviously not enough times for pumpkins, or not enough time in the season for pumpkins. Alright, these are winter squashes, winter spaghetti squash, butternut squash, acorn squashes, angel hair, buttercup, Hubbard squash, sweet dumpling squashes. Yep, not enough time in the season. Ooh, there's even leaf gourds. Oh, and I even have peanuts in here. Peanuts are in 80 to 90 days, so not a good idea for those ones either. So these seeds are all a no. Here are more melons and watermelons, so nope, not those either. Oh, here are more different varieties of okra that I have. So Hill Country red okra is 65 to 70 days. I think I'm going to pass. I could do red burgundy okra. That one says 55 days, so I'll set that one aside. This one also says 55 days. It's Clemenson spineless okra, so we'll try those ones. Long Pod Perkins okra, 55 days, so we'll try that one. Here's another spineless okra. This one's from Fairy Morse. We'll set those aside also. This one's from Baker Creek. It's a heavy hitter one, but there's not a lot of information on the package, so I can't remember how long this one takes to mature, so we'll pass on that one. Ooh, some Tamarillo. I also have some Tomatillo seeds, but I don't have enough time in the season to grow those. Do you guys like tomatillos? Only 3 types. You can eat of pumpkin and zucchini. You wish that you knew the name better? Is the zucchini called Lobo Asian? Oh, look at the ground cherries. Ground cherries are amazing. Oh, here's an interesting eggplant. I actually like these. They're Turkish eggplants. They're very small. Not growing eggplants though. There will not be enough time left in the season either. Done with the ground cherries? Okay, what is in this one? Oh, peas. We totally have enough time for peas. And my brother loves peas, so I think it would be a good idea. Spring blush beans. It says 70 days maturity, but they are cold tolerant, so we should be able to get some of those. And plus, look how pretty they are. Aren't they gorgeous? So I almost don't even want to go through these. Dwarf Gray Sugar. I might have to actually separate out which ones are pods or like just the peas themselves. Like, I think this one says that the pods are inedible. So like this Wando pea, you just harvest them for the peas. And I think if I were to plant ones for my brother, I think I'd want to do the actual snap peas. Or since I'd be planting them at his house. Like I like this one, this Tom Dwarf one. It actually says you do not need trellis to grow it. You don't need it to trellis on anything. It grows like a bush. I think most of the peas though, I think they end up binding. Sugar snap peas. Some of my favorite. We'll definitely grow some of these. Dark Age, redeeming a treat for Remy. We can totally do that. Dark Age, how have you been? Welcome in. Talking about plants. Picking out seeds that I want to try to plant this week. Remy girl, would you like to redeem? Oh, she stuck her head through. Do you want to come up? Okay, come on up. Good girl. And it's a large treat. Would you like to redeem a large treat? Yeah. Are you ready? Okay. We'll grab a dreamstick. Says she loves those. Remy girl, can you say thank you? Yes, good girl. So polite. You can lay down right here if you want. Here, come lay down. Yeah, eat. You can eat it. There you go, sweet girl. She's been actually taking them into the bathroom to eat them, since it's the coolest place in the house right now for you to eat them. You're just getting in from work, you watered your garden, and now relaxing? Oh, I wish I had a garden already right now. Oh, the pictures I all have posted right now on the screen, those are all pictures that are from my gardens in the past. So I'm excited to have gardens again, or to have a garden again. Very, very thankful to my brother that he's going to let me use his garden space and plant things. Because right now there's nothing in there. It is the old goat pen. So there's currently just like straw on the ground. Which I think that they were picking up some of the straw and moving it to a different area so it wasn't so thick. But I'm hoping that because there was straw there that the soil underneath is really nice. That's my hope. We're hoping for the best. Okay, what other seeds do I have? Ooh, I have another packet of beets. And it looks like I have a huge packet of Detroit dark red beets. So I think I might do a majority of these beets. Just drop them. I do have sugar beets. I haven't really used sugar beets. I know I planted some of them. I can't remember what I did with them. I think I prepared them like all the other beets that I had. But Dark, what do you have? What do you all have planted in your garden? I'm on my last box. I only have a few more containers left of the packaged seeds. My other seeds are in the storage unit. I don't know where they are in my storage unit. They're all my seeds that I had like seed saved. I do have a few seeds saved that I had in the containers. I think we already went through them. Ooh, but look at some of these beets. I have Bull's Blood beets, Ruby Queen beet. These are 55 days. Early Wonder Tall Top beets are 55 days. These ones are interesting. Tego Give, they're 55 days. When I garden, I like to try to garden year round, so that's why I like having so many different varieties of things. Plenty of different varieties of foods to eat throughout the entire year. Oh, look at these golden Detroit ones. Nice golden color. But yeah, since I have so many Detroit Reds, I might try to grow a bunch of these. See if I can stick them in different places. That way, even if I harvest them when they're smaller, I can see about maybe doing some like quick pickled beets. Oh, you have tomatoes, garlic, parsley, cobble peppers, and mint. Ooh. What kind of peppers do you have? What kind of tomatoes do you have? Did you grow tomatoes for like slicing, or did you grow like cherry tomatoes? And a few other herbs? That sounds like fun. Oh, here are some radishes. Container of just radishes. I actually have a really cool variety that I tried growing. It didn't work out as well because I don't think I had a deep enough container, but they're called dragon's tail radishes. Look how long that is. Hey, Rivers. Are you trying to go back into the bathroom because it's cooler in there? You can go back there if you want. Or do you want to lay down? What do you want to do? Do you not like the seat packets? Even though they're rattly, they're okay. They're not so scary. What do you want to do? She is such a sweet girl. Yeah, you're okay. You can do whatever you want to do. Yeah, I definitely want to give her, I think, a full-on bath tomorrow. The garden. Oh, first garden almost 25 years? Oh my. Well, I'm glad that you're getting into gardening again. Beef eater and cherry tomato? Ooh, serrano peppers. That sounds like that would be delicious. Ooh, and ghost peppers? Lala is redeeming a treat for Remy. We can totally do that. Remy girl, do you want to redeem can you guys hear? Do you want to redeem a treat? We can totally do that. Are you ready to redeem a treat? Lala, how have you been? Welcome in. Can you say thank you? Yes, good girl. Treat is redeemed. Lala, thank you. Thank you for the Remy treat redemption. And Dark, thank you also for that treat redemption. Y'all are awesome. Thank you, thank you. Ooh, nose itchies. Oh, the wave is cute. This is another watermelon. It's a watermelon radish. I really like this one. It's so cool in color. So it does say 60 days to maturity, but even if I harvested a younger, when it's less mature, I'm okay with that. Let's see, all these different radishes. I even still have some of the garden takes for them, so that's pretty awesome. My main plan for my radishes, or for just planting in the garden in general, is instead of me making labels for them everywhere, I was actually just going to write them down on a piece of paper and do like a diagram, and that's what I was going to use for my labeling of the garden. Okay, so these ones say 60 days to Chinese white winter. I might wait on those. Daikon radishes, it says 55 days. China Rose says 25 to 30 days. Sparkler White Top says 30 days. Early Scarlet Globe. Ooh, that says 22 days. German Giant Radishes, 30 days. French Breakfast Ones, 25 days. The Black Spanish. I think it's 55 days. Well, there's also microgreens mix, but I would definitely grow them. It says that there's a mix of radish varieties in here. It says pink, white, purple stems create a beautiful a beautiful plate. So there's probably a definite mix in here. Salad rose radish. Those are really long and narrow. Even the bartender red ones are really long and narrow. So I'm excited about those. And the purple plum radish. And lady slipper radishes. I really like the lady slipper ones. Actually, even the lady slipper ones, it says 3 to 4 inches. Excuse me. So if I grow the radishes, it'll be in rows underneath stuff like I did the lettuce. Alright, let me try to get these to fit back in the same container I just got them out of. Just shake them so their seeds go flat. Okay, so what is the next one? It looks like I have collards in here. Ew, and cabbages. I am sad. So even though I am picking out all the seeds right now that are within the growing season, I know that I'm not going to be able to plant all these. I know there's not enough room. Ooh, so here are collard seeds that I harvested in the past. So I'll definitely be able to see if I can try to plant those. But I have like Bates collards, Georgia Southern collards I can try. Brussels sprouts though, I think I'm a little bit out of season. Yeah, days to harvest is between 85 to 110. I don't think I have enough time for them to actually fully mature. The collards, I'm okay with planting those. It does say 75 days, but I like I'm still going to try to plant them and see if I can get stuff out of them. But even like the red Brussels sprouts, I won't grow those either. It's just not enough time in the growing season. Even some of the cabbages. This one says it would take 120 days. I know I have cabbages in here that take less time. Like the Napa cabbage I should be able to grow. Red acre cabbage. That one has 65 days. Copenhagen market cabbage. I think we had that one before. Mammoth red rock. Not going to be able to grow. Not going to be able to grow this one. The Savoy cabbage. It's 80 days, so I won't be able to do that one. Late flat Dutch says 65 days, so we can try to do that one. Stonehenge cabbage, we'll wait on that. And Jersey Wakefield, we'll wait on that one as well. But I do have a ton of seeds for the late flat Dutch. So yeah, we'll try to grow it and see if we can get anything out of it. Confarelli, hello! Welcome in. Hey there, Puddle, howdy chat. Confarelli, how have you been? Have you been, braving the heat and surviving? I am sad that I won't be able to do Brussels sprouts and stuff. They just won't get big enough before the frost comes in. Keeping busy? The heat down here has been crazy. That's what card it said too. Sorry you haven't been around. How's the crew doing? Hanging in there. Okay, so what's in this box? I have Swiss chard in this box. Ooh, and my kales. Okay, so I have more of my Swiss chards in here. I have rainbow Swiss chard, ruby red, an orange Swiss chard, rhubarb Swiss chard, a Lucius, which is white, more magenta, yellow. I'll have to condense these down because I already have some Swiss chards pulled out. But that's okay, Comfortly. I haven't always been able to stream either because I've been busy with work as well. Oh, look at this kale. It's a flowering kale. So pretty. I won't be growing it though just because I don't, it takes up a lot of room. I'd rather grow some of the other kales. Here's a scarlet kale. It's kind of curled. It's very rainbow Swiss chard? Yeah, rainbow Swiss chard. So I'm pretty sure that it's just a pack. They call it rainbow Swiss chard, but I'm pretty sure it's just a variety of the different seeds. So that way when you plant it, it's all the different colors of the rainbow, it feels like. But I'm pretty sure it's just all the different varieties of Swiss chard put together into one packet. Yep, vibrant rainbow Swiss chard mix. So it has the red, yellow, orange, white, and hot pink stems. Sounds right. Ooh, this red Russian kale, I like this one. I felt like it grew really well for me when I grew it a couple years ago. Blue curled Scotch kale. I feel like this is the kale you find in the grocery store. We'll try that one out. Ooh, dinosaur kale. I have a ton of that. This is also one that you probably find in the grocery store. And then Premier kale, that's really nice and flat. I think maybe I might just do the dinosaur kale and the Premier kale because it's really nice flat leaves. And probably the blue curled because that's also a flatter leaf. Sometimes when you get the curled ones, since I'm not really familiar too much with this growing area, I feel like there's less chance of it getting moldy or anything like that. Doing a veggie garden at my brother's house. She, how's it going? Welcome in. We went through a ton of seeds already. I'm on my last box. Ooh, but I also do have microgreen ones too, so I can grow these into full plants. It sounds like I have a ton of dinosaur ones in here yet. And then this microgreen ones is red and white Russian kale. So there's a little bit of each. Oh, Shay, redeeming a hydrate. We could totally do that. Shay, how is your day going? Hydration. Hydration is key. Oh no, your AC stopped working. Then it started back when the check came. Spent the day debating options. Oh goodness. That sounds like it was definitely a day then. Is it cooling off at least? Okay, so kale and Swiss chard added to the list. Okay, I have 4 boxes left to go through, or 4 sections. And they are cauliflower, This one has onions in it and carrots. Oh no, I have another one of tomatoes. um, two more possibly tomatoes. I already did pick out some tomatoes that might be able to grow in the growing time that we have left. But out of those, I'd probably only be packing one seed of each of those packets. Ooh, I also have kohlrabi in here and broccoli. Okay, let me pull out the cauliflower because I definitely want to see about trying to grow the cauliflower. Okay, so I have several different varieties of cauliflower. I'm hoping that the growing season... So purple Sicily, it says 90 days, so maybe we'll skip on that one. Snowball says 70 to 80 days. Self-blanching says 70 to 80. Here we go. Candid Charm cauliflower. It says 65 days, so we'll try to grow those. This one's a robber cauliflower. These are all frost hardy, so technically I could try to still grow all of them. Maybe I might. We'll try to do the robber one. This one is amazing cauliflower, it says. It doesn't say the days to maturity. I feel like maybe I should still try the self-blanching. Because it says 70 to 80 days. I know that we have less than 60. So we can definitely try it out. Okay, what about the broccolis? I have Romanesco broccoli. Look how cool that is. 65 days, so we'll plant that. Ooh, Waltham, it says 80 days. Maybe that might not work. Purple sprouting broccoli, though. That's 65 days. Oh, here we go. 55 days for the Galabrise broccoli. The middle of the day, it struggled a little. It's working well right now. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness it's working well now. Yep, I'm planning for fall planting. So to see what we can grow throughout the end of this year and then into the frost dates. Alright, what is this one? Microgreens. Sprouts and grasses are increasingly popular. Da, 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 da. So this one is a mild mix, so it has various shades of green and red brassicas. So I might still try to grow some of this one, even though it's microgreens. Because you can eat the leaves of brassica plants. And that way I can try to find out what it is. Here are broccoli. These are broccoli microgreens. I might still try to grow this and see if I can get some of it to maturity as well. Yeah, we have about 60 days left in the growing season until the first possible frost. I do have frost covers that I want to put over it right away, so that way if it does come early, I should be covered, I'm hoping. We'll just have to find out. Yeah, I'm hoping that if I put frost covers over it, it'll help extend it. Extend the growing season at least a little bit. Alright, so I have two different types of kohlrabi. I have the purple Vienna kohlrabi and the white Vienna kohlrabi. Or kohlrabi. And it says that the days are between 55 to 60. So we'll try out those also. This is kohlrabi purple sprouting. So this is probably the purple Vienna. So I could always try to plant a few of these also and see if it comes up. Oh, look at my cotton. Okay, so I do have then kohlrabi, broccoli, cauliflower. So I have some of those I can plant. So that's good. Onions, I'm not really sure what are the long and short term ones. Okay, I do have some more bunching onions in here, so I could do those. Because that's 60 to 80 days, so I might be able to get some harvest out of there. Since they're the small little bunching onions that you can get out. Ooh, these are Danvers carrots. I can't remember the growing season or the growing days to maturity, but I'm definitely going to try to grow some of the carrots. I have chives. Does it say the days to maturity? Oh, it says 80. So that won't work very well. Like, I could always harvest them really young. I do have leeks, but not enough time in the growing season. Here are the Tokyo long white bunching onions. I might see if I can grow some of those in there. Oh, that's the term. It's called long day, short day between the different onions. I need to do some more research to find out what I can grow when, and maybe start next year with onions. You started everything inside when you got it outside a week later. You had a cold snap. You lost half your plants. Oh no. I remember at the beginning of this year that a lot of people lost plants also here in Idaho. It was very sad. Your fall just doesn't hit when the fall aesthetic does. You know, your schedule is off. Your weather starts cooling down. Fall like in November. I'm definitely going to miss the longer growing season in Tennessee. When I was talking with my sister-in-law, though, she said that there was still a really long growing season here, and I'm not sure. I want to look more into it too to see exactly when the season is supposed to start here, because I feel like we still have snow in May. Where I was able in Tennessee to start planting stuff out in April. Okay, so carrots. I have lots of different carrots. Lots and lots of different carrots. They're falling. Okay, purple carrots, 60 days to maturity, so I want to grow those. Oxheart carrots says 90 days, so we'll pass on those right now. Scarlet Nantes carrots, these say 65 days. So we'll do these ones. Black Nebula carrot also says 65 days. We'll totally grow some black carrots. I told my nephews about them, so I'm going to grow them. A yellow carrot, 65 days. Atomic Red says 75, so we'll wait until next year. Little Fingers carrot says 55 days. So we'll try some of those. And then Rainbow carrots, it says 60 days. So just a bunch of different varieties, I think, all in one. Oh, my microphone just fell. I think it's a very different growing season also. Okay. So, onions, let's put those away. Oh wait, Danvers carrots, we'll make sure to put those aside. Try to grow some of those. I don't know what the growing season is because I bought them in bulk. So I have a whole bunch of carrot seeds. I wonder if I could grow some out at the dairy, if my brother's boss would be okay with that. Okay, I do want to go through these tomatoes and just see if there are any that have maturity date in 60 days. Because I was able to get lucky with some of the other ones. These might be all different types of medium-sized tomatoes. It looks like most of them are also, oh, some of them are determinate. Like this Tiny Tim tomato. 55 to 65 days. It's a little tiny tomato plant. So we'll definitely try to do that one. Okay, let me start from this side. Rio Grande tomato, 80 days. San Marzano is 85, so that's not going to work. Oh, Silvery Fir Tree tomato, 58 days. I think I already pulled this one aside. I think I had another packet. Subarctic Plenty. This one actually says 50 days. So we'll definitely try a seed of that. There's a pic of you, or a picture of you in the snowdrift from this past weekend. Oh, on the Hyper Discord? Oh my goodness. In snow? I think I remember seeing it. Oh, I do remember seeing it. Yes. That's totally in the shade though, right? The snow lasts longer in the shade. That's what I tell myself. I suppose if I have to, I know that they have a heat lamp for their goats. I wonder if I can borrow it for the plants. That would be interesting. Ooh, this New Yorker tomato, it says 65 days. I'm really hoping that we end up getting a late frost, because then some of these could actually, like I want to try to self-pollinate any tomato plants that do grow, and try to get them to bear fruit as fast as they can. Like this early Cascade, it says 70 days, so we'll wait until next year. Crimson Sprinter tomato, it says 65 days, so I might be able to get some tomatoes off of that. Even if I just get green tomatoes, I can always ripen them. Alright, that one says 80 days. 80 days. Ooh, this Roma tomato says 65 days. So I could always try that. This Opelka tomato, they did not write the days to maturity on it. So definitely not doing it this year. Shay, you can't fathom snow right now? Medicine Bow National Forest up on the Continental Divide. That's a subalpine forest, so it's definitely a higher elevation, isn't it, where it's colder? I know that we had snow on the mountains here that I could see. Actually, I think even when I was walking the other day, I can still see snow on the mountains from where I live. The mountains off in the distance. Even on one of our hills, I think we had snow there until like mid June. It was crazy. Moneymaker tomato, 90 days. Okay, 75 days, 80. Let's try to go through these and find one. $75, $90, nope. Ooh, days to maturity. Oh, I do have one of these already pulled off to the side. Moskvich tomato? Oh, doesn't this one look fun? So this one, obviously I can't grow this one, but it's called Green Zebra Tomato. Look how fun that is. Ooh, this one's a porter tomato. These are really nice small little tomatoes. It says 65 days, so I guess we can see. Geranium Kiss tomato. Oh, this is a determinate variety. It's also a little bush tomato. It's called Geranium Kiss. So we'll see about that one. It says 65 days. Oop. White cherry tomato. It says 60 to 80 days. It's more yellow. Only concerns with the heat lights are that the goats lying in the plants are eating the plants. It depends on if they give them a heat lamp. I suppose they'll probably let the goats have the heat lamp. I have grow lights somewhere. I just don't know where they are in my storage unit. Oh, the low 50s at the pass, but the 70s when you get down to the other side? Oh, brr. That just makes me cold. Ooh, look at, there's a sweetie tomato. It looks like it's a little vine variety. It says 60 to 70 days, so maybe you might be able to get some of those as well. Chadwick cherry tomato. I feel like the cherry tomatoes have a longer harvest date. Oh, this super sweet is 70 days. Otherwise, that would be a really cool one to grow. Look at the vine on that. Next year. Ooh, here's another Tigerella tomato. I think I already grabbed one of these as well. That's 55 days. Ooh, this one's 60 to 75 days. Blueberries tomato. So the more sun that it gets, the more blue tint that it gets on the outside. I like these ones. Here's another Stupus potato, 55 to 85 days. So I can always try it. And like I said, if some of these don't turn out, then they don't turn out. But yeah, I'm definitely going to have to go through all of my plants or all my seeds a different time. And anything that I have multiple packs of, I need to condense them down. So this one I'm going to have to try next year. It is Mystery Seeds. Oh, the blue tomatoes, you want to see those? So they're blueberries tomatoes. The more sun it gets, the darker the outside gets. I really like ones like that. That'd be interesting. Those and the rainbow carrots. I have really liked the nebula carrots, the black ones. I like seeing those ones. Whenever I cook them, though, the entire water turns like a really dark color if I boil them. I think next time I should, if I can get some of those again, if they grow well, I kind of want to see if steaming them instead, so that way they can kind of keep their color. Okay, so these are all tomatoes in this, other than those mystery seeds. And it looks like they are all my large tomato varieties. So I definitely do not think I can grow them. They might not have anything under 80 days. Oh, well, look at this one. So this is a mushroom basket tomato. Look at the beautiful, the beautiful art drawing. So I have several ones that are in a packaging like this. I got them when they were on sale. I couldn't help myself because the artwork was so pretty. I think I got them like 4 years ago. You've never had different colored carrots? It's very cool. It's definitely an experience. Let's see, 85 days, 75. Let me turn these back around. Yep, 80. So this one says 60 to 90 days, but because it says 90 days, yeah, I'd rather wait to do it. Dippin' minute tomatoes? I'm nervous because it also has like the wide range. Which I can understand the longer maturity time just because of the fact that they are larger tomatoes, so it takes them longer to grow and get bigger. Frame it and put it on a wall. Once all the seeds are gone out of it, I think that would actually be a really cool idea. Deco a garden area with neat veggie art. Ooh, I like that idea. That would be super cool. Oh, so I did find one tomato. It says 65 days, the homestead one. And I think these ones are larger, so I'll put that one to the side. Do, do, do. Okay. So now I've gone through all of my garden boxes, which that was 4 boxes like this that we just went through. Which let me condense down some of these because I need to put all the boxes that I have on my table of seeds that we can plant. I should probably put those all into the same exact box. Your kid, when they were small, they couldn't let, or we couldn't, oh goodness, we couldn't let them help put groceries away. We found bites in the fresh slash raw veggies. I eat tomatoes and peppers. Oh no! I don't even know how I'd feel about that. Oh goodness. I suppose I would force you to use everything up a lot faster than you thought you might. Nothing to do with laugh. Exactly. That is definitely the right attitude for it. The oh goodness moments. And see, when they get older, you can be like, do you remember that one time when you used to help with putting away groceries and there'd be little bites out of everything? Fond memories to look back on. Okay, so now I have an empty box to fill up with all the seeds that we picked out, and I'm 3 short on a different box, so that means they're not all going to fit in here. Which, that's okay. This is a good start for me to, when I take it over, that my sister, my brother, and my sister-in-law, they'll help weed out ones that we probably shouldn't plant, things that not everyone might agree on, so there'll be a lot of cuts, I'm sure. I am super excited though. So we have lettuces, we have brassica plants, we have like broccoli, cauliflower, lots of lettuces, which I'm excited about. Still some squash, still possible tomatoes being planted in. I'm gonna try to keep my tomatoes together. They pack raw tomatoes for school snacks. Oh, those are the best. One of my favorite things growing up is that my sister would garden a lot, or one of my sisters. So whenever we would come home from school, on our way to do chores on the way out to the farm, to like milk cows and stuff like that, we would stop in the garden and there would be a fence post. Like at the end of the school year, there'd be a fence post, and sometimes we would pick out tomatoes and like salt them, or even just vegetables, and salt them in the field and eat them on the way to do chores. So raw veggies were always a fun snack for us also. So fun stuff. Oh goodness. Okay, so I can fit one more box. So I have a whole box of stuff now that I can plant at my brother's house, plus 3 containers. So any of these items will be able to grow within the remaining time of the growing season. So I'm excited. Raw tomato with pepper or fried green tomato are your favorites? Ooh, fried green tomatoes. See, that's why I'm also okay. If everything doesn't ripen fully red for the tomatoes, even if it's a green tomato and we pick it, I'm totally okay with having fried green tomatoes. That actually makes me like really, really excited. I'm hoping that the growing season, that it extends a little bit so that we get some red tomatoes also. But even if it doesn't, that's still okay. They still eat the veggies, makes me happy. See, that's the biggest win. I think more people should eat veggies. They're good for you. Alright, I think I'm going to end the stream there. Hopefully, maybe I can look at doing a late stream tonight. It depends on how long it takes me to make dinner. Oh goodness, and also go for walkies with Remy. I do have plasma tomorrow, so hopefully I can make it work. But thank you guys for hanging out with me while doing some garden seeds. Hopefully I can do a stream where I'm out in the patio and planting stuff here at the apartment. Excuse me. Oh, my eyes are watering. Oh, and I also have my Minecraft fixed. So I was waiting to stream Hypermine, the new season, because I had a lot of work that I had to get done. So I wasn't able to stream right away. And then I was hoping to stream the other day, and I could not, because it kept reverting my name back to like previous names that I've had for Minecraft. And then I was also super tired, so I'm looking forward to doing a Hypermine stream. If I don't do it tonight, then hopefully I can do it tomorrow when I get back. Who should we look at rating? There's so many people right now streaming. I look forward to being on the server. I was on with Oni a little bit yesterday, getting other stuff set up. You know what? We have not rated Moo Face in a while. It's been such a long time since I've seen one of their streams. So let's go ahead and do that. Coverelli, take care. Hopefully catch a Minecraft stream. I'm excited. Looking forward to it. Alright, let's go ahead. Raid Moo Face. Ooh, it does say intended for mature audiences. So just for a warning on that. Everyone, thank you so much. I will definitely see you next time. Have a good night. Bye.